The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Klein Electric, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bozen the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good evening, and welcome to the West Des Moines Valley High School Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale joined by Scott Babinett. Yes, it's Thursday night, but it's makeup. Iowa High School girls and boys basketball. It's Dowling at Valley, as this game was scheduled for Friday, January 12th. And that's when we got our second 10-inch snowstorm, Scott Babinett, so they decided to clear everything out and say go home and make it up later. Tonight's the night.
Although you did tell them, I heard you telling them you would have made it okay, so they should have played.
I did.
I think I would have made it from Norwalk. I think we just make it happen, right?
Well, I understand that a lot of things were open that served a lot of beverages, but not schools. So that was the situation that night with 10 inches of snow, right, which gave us that 20-inch total. But tonight we're making it up, Dowling and Valley. We have the girls game going on first here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Scott, we're joined by the notice who shows up, the softball coach. And no, I don't have any tips for him, nor will I. Mr. Tom Bakey. He's all by himself. He's supposed to be sitting over there. Well. But, hey, you got the two teams that played once this year, and it was the Valley Tigers' 55-42 win over Dowling back in November. The Tuesday after Thanksgiving is the last time these two teams played, and here they are tonight. And the Tigers had a big win back then as they came in on a roll. They went, I think they started the year winning their first 6 games. Their record was 7-2 at Christmas, and they have now lost 6 of their last 7 games. And this Valley team and their head coach, Matt Utoff, have been just decimated by injury, Scott, and they are not coming in on a roll at all. No,
not at all. And, I mean, Coach Faber in the pregame walked up to me and said, oh, you weren't there? So she was blaming me for the first game. I was like, I don't know. I listened to it. It sounded very frustrating from Dallas.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So, it was sounded like Yeager was very dominating in that game. They shot an amazing percentage from the field, like 56% from the field that night. And they were 6 for 17, so that means they're 17 for 27 in my small brain math right there. So it sounds like they dominated things inside and just made it very tough for Dowling inside the paint that night. Yeah, and it was frustrating for the Maroons. They couldn't overcome that, and thus the Valley win 55-42. Hard to say it was almost over 2 months ago, but it was. And here we are tonight. Tigers come in with a record of 8-7. Valley ranked 13th on the latest poll, so they're on the verge, Scott, of being a number 3 seed when the seedings come out here in a few weeks for the girls' seeds for their regionals in the postseason. So the Tigers are, they haven't fell off the wagon yet. They're ranked 13th, which means they'll be a 13th seed as of today, but their record's 8-7. But they just can't go in losing 6 of the last 7 games. And I look at their schedule. Well, Saturday they travel to City High of Iowa City in a non-conference game for the Valley Tigers, Valley Girls rather, at 2:30. Then next week, home against number 8 Cedar Rapids Prairie on Tuesday. Friday, home against Southeast Polk, who's ranked 11th. The rankings came out today from the Girls Union. Then the following week, the last week of the season, home against number 4 Waukee and against number 9 Ankeny. So they have home games except for this Saturday. So that is the positive thing for the Valley Tigers to try to get over this losing streak and hopefully get a few players healthy. And tonight Ashley Brown will not play. That's one of their starters. They already lost J.C. Lucky. Lucky was lost back during the Dowling game a couple months ago. So it has just been tough for the Tigers to stay healthy. Yeah, you don't want to see that. I mean, these high school kids, they don't get an extra year to make up for injuries or anything like that. So it makes it tough on them. It's their careers, and it's so short. And so, and it is a rivalry game. So, they beat Dowling at Dowling. Dowling needs to come out and get one on their court now.
No question about it. Well, for Dowling Catholic, they are back-to-back tonight and tomorrow. Dowling here at Valley tonight, and then tomorrow they travel to Southeast Polk. We'll have that game on Iowa Catholic Radio. I was just out there making sure we have a good hookup and everything. Yeah. Everything tested. IT guy at Southeast Polk, I sat with him for about an hour, and it's all good. So that's the Dowling schedule. Then the Dowling girls next Monday will make up their game with Centennial. That game will be at Centennial, and we'll have that game Monday. We'll go on there at 6 o'clock, but it's just one game at 6:15, Dowling at Centennial. And the Dowling boys will be playing that night at home against Hoover at the same time. So we'll exchange scores. Otherwise, next week is free for the Maroons until Saturday, February 3rd. Dowling hosting Ames in a girl-boy doubleheader beginning at 12:30 at the Dowling gym. And then the Maroons the following week travel to Waukee Northwest and finish out at home against Urbandale. So we're winding down the final games of the regular season.
Sounds like Valley has the opposite schedule of us.
They do.
If we're paired together that way, I guess rivalries happen that way, right?
That's correct. Yeah, the old CIML when they broke off from the 19-team league, and now it's 9 teams with Dowling and Valley, Johnston, Urbandale. Both Waukee schools, both Ankeny schools in Southeast Polk. Well, the scheduler decided you're going to have home games all in December, and then in January and February you're going to be on the road. Last year was just the opposite. Dowling, we were on the road all of December, and then January and February we were home. So they haven't quite got that worked out. Right. They just have it worked out that you're playing each other, but the sites need to be adjusted when you put it in the formula. But nonetheless, we'll work it out. It's still the court's still the same, right? You know?
It is. Well, theirs is about 10 feet longer.
They are. They have the college court here. You're right.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because even last year we had one home game that they squeezed, and they switched something with Ankeny to allow them to have a home game in December, I believe. But that's kind of a tough thing. I kind of like it for this team, though. They're a little bit older, and to get out on the road, play on the bigger courts here before they get into playoffs and, just get going. They need to get their offense going early on in games. Dowling struggled recently, early start of games, and they just need to get out and get ahead on this team tonight and attack them. They're not playing as well as they were earlier. Get the offense moving. Get Valley looks to be a little bit bigger and stronger inside. Get those bigger and stronger players moving, crossing half court as much as possible, and create space for Ellie Muller and Ellie Olson inside.
Once again, you're listening to the pregame show here on Iowa Catholic Radio, special Thursday night game of Central Iowa Metro League, and it's a girl-boy doubleheader. Game 1, the girls' game is a Class 5A top 15 matchup. Third-ranked Dowling and number 13 Valley. We want to thank Blessman International, Fast Signs, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Catholic Tuition Organization for being part of our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. We also want to welcome Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Klein Electric. And we're going to take a 1-minute break, come back, and we'll preview tonight's game, Dowling and Valley, here at the Valley Gym. Makeup game from January 12th, I believe, that Friday night. Yeah, Friday, January 12th. That game got moved to tonight. So we'll be back with starting lineups and more pregame here at the Valley Fieldhouse on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. I got to get used to calling it that. You know the difference between you're an athletic director, former athletic director. Did you retire or did you resign? What happened?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
So my question is, what's the difference? And you've been all over the world. Field house versus gym versus arena. What's the different terminology? This is called the field house. Bill Cold Iron Field House.
This is the first time I've ever been asked this question, and I honestly don't have an answer, and I couldn't even make one up right now.
All right, our trivia hotline is open, 515. I won't give out our cell numbers or not, but yeah, just field house versus gym versus arena. So that's it. But it's Bill Cold Iron Field House here at Valley. And Scott, if you were here about 20 years ago when Jimmy Nahas, the Dowling boys assistant coach, was playing, I was calling his games right up there where it says Tiger Country in the Crow's Nest. And if you're afraid of heights, which I wasn't at the time, it was interesting to climb up those stairs back in the wrestling room here at Valley.
Why don't they let you up there anymore?
Fire has. They said it was, they condemned it. You can't be up there.
It looks like they're storing chairs up there or something.
I think they are. I think they had to get up there to put their huddle camera in back in the COVID days where everybody put a huddle camera in the ceiling. So I think they were up there for that. All right, well, we want to thank all the folks involved with our broadcast tonight, including Brady Grimm, who's back at Iowa Catholic Radio. Understand Mr. Greg Richwine, one of our IT guys at Iowa Catholic Radio, was in the studio. So Greg is probably traveling back to the northern outskirts of Polk County, also known as Elkhart. So safe travels up there, my friend. But our thanks to the fine folks at Valley, led by their athletic director, and who jack of all trades, master of some. And that's Brad Rose. He's been very good. Mike Egbert. Egbert is the facilities guy, and Lorena Cuevas back in the office here at Valley. We appreciate them. Of course, their coach, Matt Utoff, we'll talk about his girls team. He's in his second year here at Valley. And boys coach coming off state championship, and that's B.J. Windhorst. And we'll see the Valley boys also battling injury. They get one player back, and they lose another. Mr. Stinson is out for another week at least. So that's a change in their lineup. But they have Zay Robinson back, and he's pretty athletic, too.
You missed him in football.
Let's take a look at the rankings before we go to our break. The Iowa High School girls rankings came out. Their weekly rankings do come out on Thursdays. And in Class 5A, Johnson remains the number 1 team, followed by Davenport North at number 2. Dowling is 3rd. Waukee 4th, and Ankeny Centennial is 5th. 6 through 10 has Pleasant Valley, Cedar Falls, Cedar Rapids Prairie, Ankeny, and Waukee Northwest at number 10. Southeast Polk comes in at number 11. That'll be Dowling's opponent tomorrow night. We'll have the game on Iowa Catholic Radio, another girl-boy doubleheader. Sioux City East at number 12, West Des Moines Valley at number 13, Sioux City West at 14, and Iowa City West at number 15. So that's a look at the top 10 in Class 5A girls basketball. Let's take a look at the starting lineups tonight. Dowling will go with their usual starters, led by Captain Ava Zediker, a 5'10 junior averaging 18 points. She'll wear number 13, and she'll be Dowling's point guard. The other guard is Captain Layla Tritton, a 5'8 junior averaging 8 points, and she'll wear number 15. And the third guard is Katie Moeller, a 5'11 freshman averaging 10 points. At one forward for the Maroons, who was our guest at halftime on Tuesday night over at the Ankeny gym. That's Ellie Olson. Ellie's a 5'10 junior, one of the leaders in assists and rebounds on this Dowling club, along with steals, and Ellie will wear number 5. And the other starter, the fifth starter, is center Ellie Moeller, 6'1 sophomore, averaging 12.5 points, leads the team with 10.5 rebounds, 46 blocks, and shoots 43% from the. Good luck, you guys. Would you?
Is there anything we need to wait for?
Yeah. You got to see him go through the signals here, folks. But the TV guys may have caught that. So, and our officials, of course, tonight, we welcome them as we always do. But, Scott Cook, Jason Alons, and Mark Vandehar. But those are the 5 for Dowling. The head coach is Christian Miner, 8th year. 14th year overall, assisted by Joel Danner and Audrey Faber. Dowling comes in averaging 56.5 points on offense, 45 points on defense. And now for Valley, and their starting lineup was kind of in jeopardy there for a while, Scott, is now I think we've got it set They will start at one guard. Elin Litt, 5'4" senior, averaging 6 points. She'll be the point guard and wear number 2. The other guard is Carrie Rose, 5'7" sophomore, averaging 5 points. She'll wear number 3. And the third guard now will be Avery Moon, a 5'9" sophomore, averaging 4 points, and she'll wear number 12. At one forward and a captain, Elise Yeager, 6'1" senior, averaging 13 points and 9 rebounds. And she leads the team in both those categories, along with steals and block shots. Yeager will wear number 5, and she is a UNI recruit. And finally, the fifth starter is freshman Ty Lee White. Leads the team in made three-pointers, a 5'10" freshman averaging 9 points, 2.5 rebounds. She'll wear number 11. The Tigers come in with a record of 8-7. Dowling's record is 11-4. They come in averaging just under 47 points on offense, giving up 43 points on defense. The head coach is Matt Utoff in his second year, assisted by Denny McDonald, Bert Hansen, the Hall of Famer, and Ashley Adams and Lai Pham. So we'll take a break as we'll go right to Dr. Dan Ryan, a message from the president of Dowling Catholic High School, and our pregame prayer from Father Reed Flood. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinett will have the tip-off, Dowling and Valley, here at the Valley Fieldhouse, coming up here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Ryan, president of Dowling Catholic High School, and welcome to another season of exciting Dowling High School basketball. We are proud to be partners with Iowa Catholic Radio, not only broadcasting basketball, but also being partners in preparing Christ-centered leaders for life. Go Maroons.
Hello, my name is Father Reed Flood. Let us pray together for the coaches, players, and trainers for this athletic competition this evening. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit, amen. Heavenly Father, we thank you for all your gifts. We ask that you bless all those involved in this athletic competition this evening. We ask that you keep them safe, and that they show good sportsmanship. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. Saint Sebastian, pray for us. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Mercy One. We all want to live our best life. That's why Mercy One offers compassionate, personalized care when and where you need it. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
All right, and welcome back to the West Des Moines Valley Fieldhouse. As we did have a moment of silence there as the color guard who was here tonight from the National Guard presenting their colors. We had to wait for them to march off the floor as we get set for Dowling Valley tonight. Apologize for the interruptions. We had first we had a coach earlier in the pregame, and now we had the three officials who I should reintroduce that tonight. Scott Cook, Jason Alons, and Mark Vandehar will call both these games. And Scott Babinett, welcome. Thursday night, high school girls and boys basketball.
Yeah, it's good to be here tonight. By the way, I think Coach is just wondering what your strike zone was going to be next spring.
Yeah, they're all guessing. Not here. I get that every year, Scott. Thanks for piling on. What's it going to be? Am I going to get this call? Are you going to get this call? I don't know. My goodness. So, well, it's Valley a little short-handed tonight. Ashley Brown is out. She was one of their starters, a 5'9" sophomore, young lady that transferred from Waukee Northwest. And so Avery Moon will get the start, a 5'9" sophomore. Elin Litt, Carrie Rose, Elise Yeager, Ty Lee White, and Avery Moon, the five starters for Valley. For Dowling Catholic, Ava Zedeker, Layla Tritton, Katie Muller, Ellie Olson, and Ellie Muller for Dowling. The Maroons come in with a record 11-4. They're ranked 3rd in Class 5A. Valley ranked 13th. Their record 8-7. And Muller wins the tip, tips it to her sister. And we're underway as Katie gets it to the top of the circle. Now to Olson as Dowling with the ball. They go left to right, south to north here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Maroons in their road maroon uniforms, gray trim. Valley in their home white uniforms with orange numbers and black border. 10 on the shot clock. Now Katie Muller loses the ball, stolen away by the Tigers in the front court. Now here is Ty Lee White, outstanding freshman. She is actually tied on the team with 21 made threes with Elise Yeager, the senior captain.
Yeah, Mark, that's a trend Dowling needs to stop. The first possession having a turnover, I think it's the last 3 games we've seen that.
I was wondering if you were tracking that because I thought the same thing.
It never leaves the coach's mind.
And remember, it was 9-0 Ankeny on Tuesday night. There's a long 3 up and no good right in front of us by Avery Moon, who gets the start tonight for Ashley Brown, who's out injured, and now Dowling with the rebound in the front court. A late arriving crowd, we'll call it, here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Underneath, Olson, her shot up, no good, drew the foul as Ty Lee White got there late, and that's the first foul of the contest on Valley. And for only, the 4th time all year, Olson goes to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, but she's been a little more aggressive these last few games to try to create more offense and not allow people to just lay off of her on the offensive end to help. So it's good to see this aggressiveness early on.
First free throw, no good. Second free throw rolls through. So Olson has the first point of the night. Dowling leads 1-0 over Valley here in the first quarter. Tigers in the front court, right to left in front of us. We're courtside right next to the Valley, to the Dowling bench. Dowling stays man-to-man as they run their motion offense. Top of the key is Elise Yeager. Now gets it to Tylee White. White over to Carrie Rose. Rose in the lane. Her shot blocked out of bounds. And the Tigers will have it with 8 on the shot clock.
And this Dowling's doing a good job of keeping the pressure up and making things difficult, which is something that they need to do. When the team shoots 23 for 44, like the first game, you want to eat. That's not great pressure.
Maroons steal the inbounds pass. They get it all the way down court. Layup up and good by Tritton. And the Maroons out to a 3-0 lead and a quick timeout by head coach Matt Utoff of Valley as Tritton shoots and scores on the Dowling transition. That ball was stolen once again by the young lady we had on at halftime Tuesday night, Ellie Olson, with the steal on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, and like I say, she's been doing a lot of good things recently. I mean, a lot of times her contribution has been in the defensive end, but she's picking up the offensive side, which is very important for the Maroons.
All right, other games going on tonight. Yes, there is one more, and that is Ottumwa at Des Moines North. I had to look and find it as everybody plays tomorrow in the CIML. Number 1 Johnston in girls play is at 5th-ranked Ankeny Centennial. Waukee Northwest at Ankeny. Waukee at Urbandale, and these are all doubleheaders tomorrow night. We'll be at Southeast Polk, Dowling at Southeast Polk tomorrow. Valley has the bye tomorrow because both the Valley boys and girls teams will be on the road on Saturday in games being played then. I want to thank Brady Grimm. He is our studio producer tonight. And we're underway. Out of the timeout, Valley has the ball, and a Muller with the block shot as Yeager took it right to the hole. And Ellie blocks it out of bounds. 18 on the shot clock, and the Tigers will inbound it underneath their own basket with Elin Litt. They get it to Moon. Avery with it in the corner. Now comes off a ball string and lets it to Litt. Litt between the circles. Dowling stays man-to-man. With it is Moon. Down the left side. Stops. Guarded by Zedker. Can't get off the shot. 4 on the shot clock. White's going to have to shoot it. And the shot is blocked by Zedker. And it's a shot clock violation as Zedker blocked the shot. But she's not going to get credit for the rebound because it was a shot clock violation.
Well, again, good pressure, making everything more difficult tonight. For them. Valley's been struggling, so keep that pressure on them and see if they want to stay in this fight very long.
Dowling with the ball. Here's Tritton, guarded by Moon. Gets it over in the corner. Katie Muller for 3. It's no good. And the ball into the hands and rebounded by Elise Yeager. And here come the Tigers. Yeager dribbles in the front court, guarded by Muller. Now she swings it over in the corner to Elin Litt, guarded by Katie Muller. Trying to lob it in, they do. They get it inside to Yeager, underneath against Muller, and she blocks it out of bounds with 19 on the shot clock. 3-0. Dowling with the lead over Valley. And with 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Go ahead, Scott.
And when Ellie has space to so they don't body up on her, she blocks so many shots, and they haven't gotten into her to keep her from blocking that and drawing fouls.
They lob the ball into Yeager. And the Tigers reverse the ball right wing. Kylie White, wing over in the corner, right side to Rose. Now to Litt. Litt guarded by Zedeker. 4 on the shot clock. Somebody's going to have to shoot it for Valley. Kicks it out to Yeager. Another shot clock violation. That's 2 in a row for the Maroons on consecutive possessions by Valley.
Yeah, that great pressure. Just keep, Valley's not really attacking, getting into the lane and causing issues for Dowling right now.
Valley, a different looking team. J.C. Lockey, one of their captains, out for the year with an ACL injury. She suffered back on November in the Dowling matchup. And then Ashley Brown, one of their other starters, out with an injury. She'll be back next week, they hope, but not playing tonight, not dressed. Here's Zedeker underneath. Finds some contact. Her shot up, no good. Rebounds her own shot, puts it up and in. Ava Zedeker with her first 2 points. Dowling on a 5-0, has a 5-0 lead with 4:15 to go.
Yeah, great persistence there by Ava.
Tigers with it. Litt hands it off to Yeager. Left side it goes to Carrie Rose. Top of the key to White. Tylee now gives it up to Moon. Moon in the lane. Shot up off the rim, no good. Ball tipped out of bounds, and they'll give it to Dowling as Maroons were battling inside there. Ellie Muller was battling Yeager, and they say it went off Yeager. First substitution for Dowling, we will see for the first time tonight. Macy Harnden checking in for Katie Muller.
Now, Dowling here coming down there, obviously 5-0 lead, but they really haven't gotten to as many lane touches as they want yet, so they need to really attack purposefully.
Not going to get one there as Olsen launches the 3. As you said that, it's no good. The other way we go. Litt with the rebound as she steals it away. Outlet pass, Zedeker, and she's hit at the half court, and we got a whistle and a foul on Yeager as Zedeker hits the floor. Now shaking that off. Yeah. And on Yeager, that'll be her first foul. Second team foul on the Tigers, none on Dowling. 5-0 Maroons. 3:30 left to go first quarter from the Valley Fieldhouse. I keep saying a late arriving crowd, and I see the camera operators up there for MediaCom. They'll replay this later this week, but that's about it. It's a late arriving crowd on a Thursday night. Maroons with the ball on the baseline, and they throw it away. Try to get the ball to Olsen. It's stolen by Valley, and now Moon on the baseline. Tries to hand it off to Kendall McDaniel, who's in there, and it's stolen away by Zedeker.
This game's a little choppy right now.
Choppy's a good word. Long 3, up and good. Zedeker for 3. Ava with her 5th point. Dowling out to an 8-0 lead. Just the opposite of what happened Tuesday night when they got down 9-0. Long 3 by Yeager, no good. Rebound Harnden and Dowling. Macy in the front court, gets it to Zedeker. Ava dribble drives the free throw line. Now it's cut off, and she'll launch the shot up and good. 10-0 Dowling. 2:35 to go first quarter.
And she did a good job of gathering herself there and taking a shot under control that time.
7 points for Zedeker. Now the Tigers underneath, and a shot up and good. And that's Kendall McDaniel off the bench with the basket. The transfer from Indianola gets the first 2 points for Valley. Now a corner 3, no good by Harnden. Olsen gets the offensive board, took it away from McDaniel. Now a 3 by Zedeker is no good. Defensive rebound now for Avery Moon in Valley. Tigers in the front court. They get underneath to McDaniel, and it's stolen away by Zedeker. Ava now in transition, 1-on-3. She'll back it up. Now she goes under the basket, and the Maroons reverse the ball. Ball touches you were talking about.
Yeah.
Here's Tritton guarded by Moon.
Yeah, get into the lane and compromise their defense and look for the kickouts for the threes rather than just settling for threes with perimeter passes.
Might have heard Coach Meyer of Dowling, who's right next to us, the Dowling bench, so we'll have we'll have that to work with tonight, saying, spacing and reset. 3 on the shot clock. Zediker launches a 3. It's off the mark, no good. Ball nearly goes out of bounds. Herndon saves it for the Maroons. Here's Tritton. Kicks it out to Ellie Muller for 3. Good! Ellie Muller with her 7th made 3 and Dowling out to a 13-2 lead. Dowling by 11 with 1:10 to play here in the first quarter. Mark Imadale, Scott Babinet here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Dowling 13, Valley 2. And we want to thank Blessman International, along with Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's, and Fast Signs for promoting and supporting our broadcast of Dowling Catholic Sports here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. I'm looking back here, 47th year, this radio station. Now it's radio stations, plural, have been involved with broadcasting Dowling Catholic Sports. I've been a big part of that for a while, over 40 years. 40? Like yeah, something like that, yeah.
You started when you were 6.
Yeah. I got my diploma and said you got a game tomorrow night, something like that.
There you go.
Back in 1981 or 2, somewhere in there. But hey, it's been a lot of fun, and it's a lot of fun, as you can tell. When we come to these games, we like to have fun, especially with the opponent.
Yeah.
And I noticed some Dowling people that are now wearing Valley sweatshirts, so I had to have a little talk with Mr. Whipple and his company. He's keeping the scorebook for Valley. He's official tonight, so I got to be careful.
Yeah, all right.
All right, out of the timeout, here's Valley with the ball. Lit back in the lineup. Gets it to Carrie Rose. 15 on the shot clock. Dowling 13, Valley 2. They work underneath the Jaeger. Now we got to call a jump ball or... Yep, jump ball, and it'll be Valley possession. Clock at 49 seconds. And 11 on the shot clock for Valley when they inbound the ball under their own basket here, Scott.
Yeah, the Maroons have gotten several blocks here tonight already in this first quarter. They're just turning into the block or leaving space for Ellie Muller to come out of there. She's got the long arm of the law here.
Well, they launch the ball in. Kendall McDaniel. Now they work it inside to Jaeger. Now McDaniel with it. Shot at the free throw line. Up and good. Nice smooth shot that time by McDaniel. She has all 4 of Valley's points. 13-4 Dowling. And about a 1-second differential on the shot clock and game clock as we're at 28 seconds remaining in the first quarter. And Dowling by 9 over Valley. Maroons have led by as many as 11. Underneath Zediker, and she hits the floor hard, and she's helped up quickly by the Valley gals, and they're going to give the ball to the Tigers as she went down hard.
Yeah, they look like she got tripped there, and but they did not call that. So
yeah, well, it's the second time because earlier in the quarter it was right in front of us where Zediker took a hit right at half court, actually.
Right, she got that call.
10 seconds remaining, and a pull-up jumper good by Jaeger. And now here's Zediker at the horn, 3-pointer no good. And we've come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Dowling 13, Valley 7. They're going to award Jaeger a 3-pointer on that last shot. Dowling leads 13-7. We'll go to the second quarter after this 1-minute timeout from the Valley Fieldhouse here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, also known as the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse, alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Imadale. Dowling 13, Valley 7. We head to the second quarter in this girls contest. Dowling with the basketball. Ava Zedeker, Ellie Olson, Macy Herndon on the floor for the Maroons. Ellie Muller and her sister now, Katie Muller, checking in for Dowling, as Tritton has a seat on the bench in the Dowling rotation. 10 on the shot clock. Zedeker with it between the circles. Coming off a ball screen right. Down the right side of the lane. Kicks it over in the corner. Ellie Muller for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound. Herndon for the second time tonight. Gets it out to Katie Muller.
A lot of good hustle plays for the Maroons there.
We have some listeners and even some viewers that tune in from time to time. Yes, the Muller sisters' mom is a Nahas. That is correct. Julie Nahas is their mom. Here's a shot's no good, but the rebound Dowling and a brand new shot clock. And the Maroons have had the ball for the first minute of the second quarter. There's Olson out to Zedeker. Zedeker doesn't use a screen by Olson. Puts up a shot, no good, and we've got a whistle and a foul on the screen. And I will say that Carrie Rose picks up the foul.
A little hand check on that drive there.
That'll be the first foul of Valley here in the second quarter as we reset the fouls. Back to zero for everybody. No more one-on-ones in high school basketball. Three-pointer by Zedeker from the right side, no good. Rebound, Yeager and Valley. Elise Yeager, 6'1" senior, headed to UNI to play for Tanya Warren. And now here's McDaniel with it in the lane. Turnaround shot too strong off the glass. And saved by Yeager, but right in the hands of Katie Muller. Katie will bring it up. Dowling gets down the court. Gets it to her sister Ellie. Three-point line extended.
And Mark, what we're seeing here is Dowling's not really attacking sharply tonight. They're taking rounded angles to the basket.
And now they get the ball inside, and that's Ellie Olson shooting and scoring the first 2 points of the second quarter. Matter of fact, she had the first point of the contest. She has 3 points tonight. Dowling's lead is 8, 15-7 over Valley. Don't forget the boys' game to follow. We'll have both here on Iowa Catholic Radio. Here's a steal by Olson. She's been all over the place, doing just like she's done all year. Defensive prowess.
You know, she just understands where to be and how to get around the post player there to get that pass. It's probably a little lazy pass there.
Here's Herndon with it, dribbles down and is defended nicely by Kiki Walker, who's in there for Valley. Maroons now with 15 on the shot clock. Here's Katie Muller down the left side. Passes underneath to Olson. Layup good. Katie Muller with the assist and Ellie Olson with their second field goal. She has 5 points. Dowling by 10, 17-7. Now full court pressure by the Maroons. And they get it in. Valley captain Avery Remsburg, as she and Elise Yeager are their captains. They get it down court and along. And a three-pointer up and good by Valley. Let's see who they gave that to, and I think that was Rose.
Yep.
So the athletic director's daughter hits the three. And now Dowling the other way, and Herndon for three up and good. Macy with her 13th three of the year gives Dowling a 20-10 lead. 4:45 to go. Second quarter here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Tigers with it. Here's Yeager. Guarded by Olson. Gets it underneath. Shot the left hand. No good. Overshot the basket. Rebound Herndon and Dowling. Maroons in transition. Now they give it to Katie Muller down the right side. Back to Olson. Layup is no good, as she missed it from the left block. Rebound out to Valley.
But that's what they need to do, attack down the lane because they're opening up. One of the criticisms usually of Dowling is they're good three-point shooters, but sometimes they settle for it way too much.
10-second call in the backcourt. Dowling forced another turnover. So we've seen two shot clock violations by Dowling's defense, and now the 10-second violation. The Maroons will take over, and Layla Tritton back into the Dowling lineup. And Macy Herndon will check out. So the Maroons back to their starting five. Avery Moon back in the lineup for Valley, wearing number 12. Maroons going left to right in front of us as we sit right next to the Dowling bench here at the Valley Fieldhouse. And now here's Ellie Muller underneath to Olson. Corner three by Zedeker. Up good! Ava Zedeker with her second three of the night. And she has 10 points. And a timeout called by Valley. This will be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. With 4:01 to go here in the second quarter. Dowling with its largest lead. It's Dowling 23, Valley 10 in this top 15 girls Class 5A matchup. From the Valley Fieldhouse, we'll be back after this 1-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Okay, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Out of the Valley timeout. Tigers have now used 2 timeouts here in this contest. Dowling 23, Valley 10. Maroons with the 13-point lead, their largest of the night. Now they get the ball inside, and that is Avery Moon shooting and scoring her first 2 points of the night. 23-12 Dowling. 3:40 left to go, second quarter. Mark Hemadale alongside Scott Babinett. Brady Grimm, who gets to enjoy the music they play over the sound system here during our breaks. And I like this. I like it. Yeah, it's good stuff. Now Dowling with the ball. Here's Katie Muller. Turnaround shot on the right side, no good. Rebound Valley, and Elin Litt with it. It's a Tylee Wright to Yeager. Little Euro step. Her shot up and no good. Gets her own rebound, does Yeager. Kicks it out to Litt for 3. It's off the mark, no good. And Muller comes away with the rebound as she took it away from White, and Dowling with the ball. Here's Olsen with it. Finds Muller cutting underneath and a little out of control. Her shot overshot the rim. It's no good. Rebound Valley. So empty. Or lid on the basket here to start the out of the timeout here for the second half of the second quarter. Scott Babinett.
Yeah, the last 2 shots for the Maroons did not seem very confident or on balance the way you'd want them to be.
Yeah. And McDaniel for a 3-pointer. It's up and good. That's her 7th point of the night. Off the bench to lead Valley, and now underneath, Moon blocks the shot of Zedeker. And it'll be Dowling basketball with 2.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. 23-15. Dowling's lead is 8. It's been as large as 13. A reminder, Valley won the first meeting back on November 28th, 55-42 over Dowling at the Dowling Gym. And in this series, Dowling leads Valley 14-10, dating back to 2007 when they were keeping records. Now we have the ball going out of bounds. And they say one off of Valley, so Maroons will have 20 on the shot clock remaining.
And you don't really mind that last attack by Zedeker there. You want to get those lane touches and attacks of the rim because eventually that's going to open up what they really like to do, which is shoot the 3.
Get the ball into Ellie Olsen, out of Zedeker. Olsen sets the pick, Zedeker in the lane. Tries to get it over to Ellie Muller, and it's stolen away by Yeager. Her shot up and too strong, no good. Muller with the rebound. Yeager's looking for the foul and didn't get it. Now the Maroons in transition. Here's Katie Muller with it, with 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Halftime, we'll have Justin Einertson, the Dowling boys coach, join us. Preview of the boys game between Dowling and Valley. Now bad pass thrown away by Yeager. Tigers in the front court. Yeager against Muller in the lane and draws the foul. And free throws coming for Elise Yeager, I believe.
That time Yeager attacked right into her and was able to draw that foul.
So free throws coming for Elise Yeager. Leading scorer and rebounder for Valley, averaging 13.2 points a game and just under 9 rebounds a game. She's a 61% free throw shooter on the year. Leads the team with 40 steals and 11 block shots. And her first free throw is good. She has 4 points tonight. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Catholic Tuition Organization, Blessman International, and Fast Signs. Second free throw by Elise is up and off the back iron, no good. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Olsen. Minute 45 remaining in the first half. 23-16. Dowling with the lead. Zedeker with the pass in the corner.
And since the timeout, it's I believe a 6-0 run for them.
But now in the lane, Zedeker shoots and scores, and she's got 12 points in the first half. 25-16, Dowling by 9. Valley comes in, ranked 13th in the girls' rankings that came out this afternoon. Their record, 8-7. Dowling's record, 11-4. They're ranked 3rd in 5A, and we've got a violation traveling on the Tigers. How many turnovers we're up to? What's the turnover count look like for both teams?
Dowling with 4, Valley with 9.
Tigers come in, averaging 13 turnovers a contest. Dowling averages 11. And now we got the officials over here. Shot clock getting reset. 31 seconds remaining on the shot clock as Macy Harnden will check in for Katie Muller. Harnden wearing number 33 for Dowling, so the Maroons will inbound the ball as Scott Cook hands it to him. Here's Zedeker, a little dribble weave to Trenton. Layla trying to turn the corner on the left elbow, spins in the lane, gets it out to Ellie Muller, guarded by Yeager. Now they hand off to Zedeker in the lane, through traffic. Her shot up and no good, and she drew the foul. At 2 free throws coming for Ava Zedeker with 50 seconds remaining in the first half. That'll be on Avery Moon, the foul for Valley. And that is their second foul. But this will be a shooting foul for Zedeker, who has 12 first half points.
And Dowling has been doing a better job of attacking inside the second quarter. The first quarter, they shot 5 from 2-point range and 8 from the 3-point range.
50 seconds remaining. Second free throw is good, so Zedeker 1 for 2 at the free throw line, has 13 points. 26-16, Dowling's lead back to 10. Here's Litt with it in the front court for Valley. To White, over to Moon. Moon dribbles the free throw line. A head fake against Zedeker. The pass underneath, poked away by Olsen into the hands of Zedeker. Ava, she'll launch the 3 at the top of the key. It's no good. And the rebound by Yeager as Ellie Muller had it at one moment. All right, shot clock turned off. 20 seconds remaining in the half. Valley with the basketball, trailing by 10. Here's Litt between the circles, guarded by Harnden. Trying to come off the ball screen by McDaniel. Now does come off the ball screen by McDaniel. Litt for 3. Top of the key, it's no good. And Muller with the rebound. Outlet pass to Zedeker. Half-court shot at the horn is no good. And we go to halftime with Dowling Catholic leading Valley 26-16 here at the Valley Fieldhouse. So what a first half it's been for the Valley Tigers here, Scott Babinet, as the Maroons led 13-7 at the end of the first quarter and lead here at halftime 26-16.
Consistent quarters, right? 13-13. So you keep that up, and then you're holding them under double digits scoring for each quarter, which is impressive that way. So to keep that up, that's a good recipe for a win there.
That's right. Are you handing off notes to Danner? Because
No.
Paddle's going to do that with Coach Einertson, who will join us here at halftime. We'll take a break alongside Scott Babinet. I'm Mark Amadale. Halftime here at the West Des Moines Valley Fieldhouse, and it's Dowling Catholic leading Valley 26-16 in this Class 5A girls contest. And we'll return after this. We'll go 1 minute here, Brady Grimm. 1 minute break here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
On this Faith Check, we're talking about tradition. For many Christians, tradition can be a sort of dirty word. This is probably because of Jesus' harsh words for the traditions of the Pharisees, who added unnecessary rituals and ignored the weightier matters of God's law. But some traditions can be good and helpful in our spiritual journey. Things like putting up a nativity scene, praying the rosary, or fasting. These are traditions with a small t. They aren't doctrines, but they're customs we do as Catholics to help us draw closer to God. Catholics also speak of sacred tradition with a capital T. This is the very message of Christ that has been faithfully handed down to us from the apostles. For example, in 2 Thessalonians 2:15, St. Paul says to stand firm and hold to the traditions you were taught by us, either by word of mouth or by letter. Here, Scripture itself is teaching that the Word of God can come to us both through written Scripture and oral tradition. Either way, we are to receive it equally as God's Word. For a synopsis of sacred tradition today, pick up your copy of the Catechism of the Catholic Church. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
And welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale, Scott Babnett, halftime of the girls contest. And it's Dowling Catholic leading Valley 26-16. Joined now by Justin Einertson, the boys basketball coach of Dowling Catholic, previewing their contest. And Coach, how was practice yesterday? Because this is the week to play, apparently, as Tuesday night, coming off a loss at Ankeny, but tonight you get right back on the horse. You take on a Valley team that was a very exciting game back in November, 72-69, but you had the lead most of that contest until the fourth quarter, and now tonight's the rematch, and it's a different look Valley team. No Curtis Stinson, but Zay Robinson is back in their lineup, so you trade one All-Stater for another.
Yeah, well said. Practice was good. We focused a lot on finishing and then shooting, just trying to get that mentality of getting to the paint and then finishing in the paint. That's something that's kind of bit us the last two games. Ankeny, we only had 6 free throws, and we still missed a lot of layups, way more than we need to. We just got to be better from that area. So we got a little radical with our finishing drills, went all the way back to my JUCO days with the kind of drill that we set up, and it was a very hard 10 to 15 minutes, and then it was pretty light from there. Walked through some Valley actions and then in a lot of shooting. And these are all winnable games for us, but it's one heck of an opportunity tonight when you look at, you're probably 2 weeks away from seeding, and we do have the Ankeny win, we got the Centennial win. We probably need one more to sneak into a bye, so it's a really big opportunity for us.
And you look at windows for each team. Sometimes you have a very small window, whatever the sport is, but it's the little things that maybe you can get away with when you play a team that might not be as good as they should be, but you can't get away with them for the teams that are in the top 10. And that's certainly you see these teams twice a year. There's 4 or 5 of them now ranked in 5A. Not that it means anything, because there's unranked teams that are pretty good, but you can't do those mental mistakes or those unforced errors. They call that in tennis, but that's kind of an unforced error. When you miss a point-blank layup like you were talking about, those will add up.
Yeah, and there's really no room for error with the schedule. When you have 8 to 10 games, with the top 10 in the state, that's half your schedule, just about. You got to be pretty much perfect, and we've gone through spurts where we've struggled with certain concepts. We had a turnover problem right before Christmas that we feel like we've kind of turned the corner on. Now I think it's finishing. So if we can continue to sharpen up our weaknesses, I think we can be in a pretty good spot in a month.
Coach, a lot of times Mark and I are talking about the strength of CIML in terms of the girls across the state. How do you look at that in comparison? What other competition? Usually we'll talk about the MVC, Mississippi Valley Conference, right, versus CIML, but how do you see this for the boys' side?
I look more at the Big Ten. There's really no comparison. I'm still pretty connected in Wisconsin, and there's not a single league up there where you have 4 or 5 teams in your top 10. And to be honest with you, the only reason Johnson's not in the top 10 is probably because they played those top 4 and got beat a couple times, because that's a top 10 team when you look at them. So, and I think they'll probably end up there too. There's nothing like that. It's very rare, and like I said, you got to be pretty much perfect every night. So it's good in one way, and I think the current coaches don't talk about this, but me being new coming in, I realized it last year. These teams are going to be way more battle tested than anybody else in the state, because there's no room for error, right? Every loss is a very hard lesson. But it does make every Tuesday and Friday, and in this case Thursday, really hard.
Yeah. Well, the competition is so great, and so when you have that, that's the way you build your confidence back in your team. Hey, our region's coming up. This is how we're going to attack.
Yeah, they've never really lost confidence, which is cool. And we'll have a bad quarter, bad half, and just fight back. I tell you, it just feels like we're going to be really, really dangerous, and nobody wants to play us next month. So, we have this game. We have a run of games where I feel like, they're very winnable for us. So maybe we can get away from 500, get above, and then get away from 500. But this is a really big opportunity, especially since it's on the road.
Well, you're taking on a Valley team that has all 5 of their starters now averaging double figures. They usually go with a
that math works out.
Yeah, it does. And then the subs that come in, Marcus McGregor and Isaiah Pinks, who aren't too bad of athletes. They don't go very deep. And they're missing.
It's the
of course,
biggest 6'4" kid I've ever seen in my life, McGregor.
and they're missing Curtis Stinson. So talk about the matchup, and you haven't had a whole lot of time to put in, but talk about the matchup with Valley tonight.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, they can guard every position. They don't switch as much as they did before Christmas. It's a little bit more, I think, tactical now, and I think that makes them better defensively. Super athletic. I don't think we're going to face a team at any point that's as athletic as these guys are, and they're also big at every position. So it's tough, but this is another thing. I feel like we're really big and athletic defensively as well. So if we're sharp defensively, we can hang right with them.
So I saw a new young man in your rotation. Of course, I really like the all-maroon uniforms with the black numbers. That's just a media guys. Oh, I'm sure MediaCom and CISN just love that.
I might just say, I would not have ordered those.
I know. I know.
Yep.
But I didn't realize Lucas Paoli, who got in there, Jimmy pointed him out because he knows them by their face and all that. He's seen him. But Lucas Paoli has some extra minutes for you.
He played really well. He had 1 turnover, but I'm not sure that was necessarily all his fault. He's a very, very good offensive player. He's averaging well over 20 points a game at the JV level, and it was time. He was about to break into the rotation right after Christmas, and then he had an issue with some floating debris in his neck area that was causing him a lot of pain. And, the reality is we have 2 very good hard-nosed defenders at the guard spots off the bench. That's Nick and Dante. If you're behind, Lucas is the guy. So Lucas and Cole, those are the guys you play when you're behind. And I thought Lucas did a really nice job.
Well, he did. Well, Coach, best of luck here at the Bill Coldiron Valley Fieldhouse. Not a gym. Fieldhouse. I just want to make sure that's the difference. I asked Babinette. He didn't know the difference between a gym and a fieldhouse and an arena.
Let me know.
That's why they have.
Oh, you don't know?
I don't know either.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to.
I was searching for answers. You're a Wisconsin guy.
I'm sure somebody's listening that has some sort of answer.
In Wisconsin, you guys have domes out. Domes set up on football fields.
That's a good point. Yes, we do.
I thought you might know. Sorry to put you on the spot. All right. Well, listen. Thank you for joining us. Best of luck. Anybody want to give a shout out to the kids here? Brett here?
Nope, they'll be here tomorrow night. Weeknights are tough with a 2-year-old.
Yeah, well, we'll be at Southeast Polk tomorrow.
They'll be up there tomorrow. They're excited about it.
All right, well, Coach, thank you. Best of luck tonight, and we'll hope to talk to you after the game.
Yes, sir.
All right, that's head coach Justin Einertson of Dowling Catholic, the boys team, taking on Valley in Game 2 of our doubleheader. Appreciate him sitting in. We'll take a break and come back with the start of the second half. Dowling and Valley, halftime. Dowling girls leading 26-16 over Valley, and we'll return with the second half in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Mercy One is proud to support Iowa Catholic Radio. Mercy One has convenient locations right in your neighborhood. From unexpected illnesses to regular checkups, Mercy One is here for you. Schedule online at mercyone.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Okay, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, underway in the second half. Corner 3 by Dowling's Layla Tritton, up and good, and she now has 5 points. And before the possession, Valley comes down and gets a basket by Elise Yeager. So back and forth we go here, Scott Babinette. Now we had a steal and a basket by Dowling.
Yep. Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Oh, that helps. We'll figure it out as...
if I'm being truthful, I did not see it. Coach Joel was standing in front of me.
Yeah, well, he's got to sit down. That's all we can do. We're right next to the Dowling bench. There's a shot off the glass. No good by Avery Moon of Valley. Rebound Dowling. Another way we go. And Zedeker shoots and scores. And a quick timeout. Ava Zedeker with 15 points. She had 13 at halftime, 33-18 Dowling with the lead. And this is the Maroons' largest lead of 15 points here in the third quarter. Mark Amadale, Scott Babinat. Dowling led at halftime, 26-16. As the Maroons jumped out to a 13-7 first quarter lead and outscored Valley 13-9 in the second quarter to lead it at halftime by 10. And Scott, you got to look at the first half stats. We'll pass them along now during this 30-second break.
First half, Dowling was 10 for 27 from the field, 2 for 4 from the line, 15 rebounds, 6 of them offensive, 4 turnovers total, which is down from the last couple games, which is an improvement. For Valley, they were 7 for 24 from the field, 3 for 7 from three-point line, 1 for 2 from the line, 12 rebounds, 6 of them offensive, and 10 turnovers. So good job by Dowling in the first half, really pressuring and challenging everything, making life difficult for the Tigers.
Okay, let's run down the scoring. In that last basket, that was a steal right after Dowling made the basket. Valley inbounds the ball. Steal by Zedeker. Ava now with 17 points to lead all scorers for the Maroons, and she's our leading scorer for the Maroons right now at halftime. 5 points for Ellie Olson, 5 points for Layla Tritton, 3 points for Ellie Muller, and 3 points for Macy Harnden for the Maroons. Dowling was 2 of 4 at the free throw line in the first half. For Valley, their leading scorer, off the bench, Kendall McDaniel, the transfer from Indianola, with 7 points. 6 points for Elise Yeager, 3 points for Elin Lint, and 2 points for Avery Moon. Carrie Rose did not score, another Valley starter in the first half. 33-18 Dowling. Tigers lob it inside to Moon. It's tipped out of bounds off of Dowling with 9 on the shot clock.
And a good pressure to force a tough pass into the interior for Valley.
Valley will go into a 1-4 set as the teams switch baskets. Valley going left to right, south to north here at the Valley Field House. Tigers in their home white uniforms, orange numbers and black trim, and now a shot and a shot clock violation by the Tigers and Carrie Rose, so it'll be Dowling basketball.
A very good pressure by Layla Tritton there. She just kept her feet in front and walled off and forced that tough shot there late in the shot clock.
Is that the third shot clock violation on the Valley tonight? I don't know if you decipher your turnovers, traveling, double dribble, and shot clock violation.
That's at least 3, though. We know that.
I thought so. Dowling with the ball, right to left in front of us. The Maroons in their road maroon uniforms, gray trim, and there's Tritton again for 3, up and good from the left baseline. That is her second 3 of the night, and that's how she started the second half.
And that's when the Dowling is just so good, is they get into the lane and have that kick-out pass once they draw the defense.
All right, Yeager with it down the lane, left-handed layup, up and good. She went right around Ellie Muller, and Elise Yeager now with 8 points to lead Valley, and it's 36-20. Dowling by 16 over the Tigers. Again, earlier this year, Valley won at Dowling 55-42 to start the season in the CIML. The two teams did. Now a long 3 by Katie Muller right in front of us, up and good. Katie with her first points of the night as she was held scoreless at halftime. And it's 39-20, Dowling by 19.
And the good thing with her is she has not lost her confidence. She hasn't been shooting as well as she was at the end of or right before Christmas break, but she's not shying away from taking shots.
And now Yeager in the lane, and her shot is blocked, and Elise hits the deck. Foul will be on Muller, and that'll be Ellie's second. So foul trouble. I have Muller having both fouls tonight. She has 2 fouls.
Yep.
For Valley, they have 3 players with 1 foul, so nobody really in any foul trouble.
And Yeager's a tough matchup because she's just a little bit bigger and stronger at this point.
First free throw up and good by Elise. She's 2 out of 3 at the free throw line tonight. 61% free throw shooter on the year. She has 9 points. She had a 3-pointer to start the game. Matter of fact, Dowling got out to, was it a 9-0 lead, and then Yeager hit the 3. That kind of stemmed the tide. Or rather, McDaniel came and scored, and then Yeager hits the 3. Second free throw by Elise. Good.
They've done a real good job with Yeager tonight, making everything difficult for her.
10 points for Elise Yeager. And it's 39-22. Dowling with 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Game one of our girl-boy doubleheader on this Thursday night. This is a makeup game from January 12th's snow out, that infamous Friday night where we had our second 10-inch snowstorm here in central Iowa and canceled all activities. So we're making it up tonight. Dowling girls will make up their second weather-delayed game Monday night. Here is Zediker, a fall-away jumper from 15 feet right side, no good. And a rebound out to Valley. 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Tigers left to right. With the ball is Avery Rensburg, number 21. Now hands it off to Litt. Litt on the dribble, guarded by Macy Harnden, who's in there for the Maroons. As Tritton is on the bench, one of the Dowling starters. So Harnden in for her. Moon with it. Now a steal by Olsen. Ellie Olsen steps in front of Elise Yeager and shoots and scores. Steal and basket by Ellie Olsen. That is her 7th point of the night.
And she's taken the challenge of guarding Yeager tonight and done a really good job.
And now a long three by Yeager, no good from the top of the key. Rebound Zediker. The substitute is ready to check in, and the next dead ball. In the corner, Katie Muller for three. Hits the side of the backboard, and then the shot clock out of bounds. Katie kind of laughs it off as substitutions now for Dowling. Tritton will return and entered the game for the first time tonight. Kaylee Klein, number 21, a 5'11 freshman. And let's see, sitting down will be Harnden and Katie Muller. In for Valley, Kiki Walker, number 1, a 5'6 sophomore. Walker has it. Dowling stays man-to-man. Also in there for Valley, Kendall McDaniel, who was the Tigers' leading scorer at halftime. McDaniel for three, right wing, no good. Ball slapped around and out of bounds off of Dowling. It'll be Tiger basketball underneath their own basket. Brand new shot clock. Scott?
And one of the things the coaches are a little concerned about, I don't know if people can hear them, but the Valley posts are starting to try to bury the Dowling posts deep in the lane there. So they're trying to get the fight around there so it's not so easy to get pass and subsequent foul trouble.
Creating your own path. And now Remsburg for three, no good. Avery, one of the three captains on this Valley team. Yeager, Lockey, and Remsburg. Lockey out for the year with a ACL on a whistle and a foul. Fouls on Dowling.
Might call a timeout to give.
Or check that. Fouls on Valley. And that'll be on Carrie Rose, her second. And free throws coming for Zediker. Go ahead, Scott.
Oh, yeah. Zediker's taking a few hard falls here tonight.
That's the third one. She hits the free throw. Especially when you're playing. You know, you'd be practicing tonight, right? So you're still going after Zediker now with 18 points. Second free throw coming. Good. Zediker, an 83% free throw shooter, has 19 points to lead all scorers. And it's 43-22, Dowling by 21. And now whistle and a foul on Dowling. They're going to get Ellie Olsen for the foul, her first. Second team foul on the Maroons here in the third quarter. Valley with one with 2:37 remaining. Now bodies hit the floor as Zediker went for the steal. They lob it into Yeager nearly at half court. And Valley has possession. There's McDaniel. They work it right side to Kiki Walker over to Yeager. They kick it back out to Remsburg. Inside to McDaniel, and she travels with the basketball. Good defense by Ellie Muller. And you're talking about that spacing around the blocks.
Yeah, I mean, and what you're seeing, the Dowling post, especially Olsen, is being aggressive, and she's trying to beat Yeager to the spot and then walling off if she can get her out to the perimeter a little bit. And that time, Muller gave a little bit of space and created the travel off that.
Now here's Dowling with the ball. Kaylee Klein. Little handoff to Zediker. 15 on the shot clock. Here's a ball screen by Olsen. Zediker, pull-up jumper from the left elbow, no good. Offensive rebound, Ellie Muller. Brand new shot clock for Dowling with 1:45 to go in the third quarter. 43-22, the Maroons by 21, their largest lead of the night. Here's Tritton down the lane. Over to Olsen, her shot up and good. Tritton with the assist, Olsen with the basket from the right side.
And again, I don't know if our listeners are able to view this game, but if you see the success Dowling has when they get those direct angle drives in the lane, it creates so much more offense for them.
Here's Walker for three, top of the key for Valley. It's no good. Ball slapped around, and Ellie Olsen comes away with another rebound. And she'll dribble in the front court. Now gets it to Zedeker, who's guarded by Rose. Now Zedeker coming off a ball screen by Olsen, or by Moeller. Gets the ball back, shoots the three, it's no good. And out of bounds to Valley. Another substitution for Dowling. Checking back in will be Katie Moeller, and she'll replace Ava Zedeker. That might be the first time we've seen Zedeker out of the ball game tonight, and rightly so with a minute left to go in the third.
And I mean, she, like I said, she's taken 3 hard tumbles. Fourth one here a little bit ago going for a steal. It's good to get her a break, especially with the game coming up tomorrow.
Final 50 seconds of the third quarter. Dowling 45, Valley 22. Maroons by 23, and now a turnover by Valley on the offensive end. Down court layup, no good by Katie Moore. Offensive rebound and put back up and good by Layla Tritton. And Tritton now with 10 points.
Yeah, Tritton's had a good quarter here, getting back in the scoring column and creating more balance for the Maroons.
47-22 Dowling. And now a long three, up good by Carrie Rose. That is her first 3 points of the night and her 18th three of the year. 47-25, shot clock turned off, Dowling with the lead. Long three, no good by Klein. And a whistle and a foul on Dowling with 8 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It'll be Valley basketball. And the foul will be on Ellie Moeller, her third. They're going to leave her in there with 8 seconds to go. Pressure in the backcourt. Here's Walker across the timeline, guarded by Katie Moeller. Long three up, off the rim, no good. Rebound Ellie Moeller, and we've come to the end of the third quarter with the score. Dowling Catholic 47, the Valley Tigers 25, alongside Scott Babinet, Mark Amadale here at the Valley Fieldhouse for Class 5A girls basketball in Game 1. And we'll have the boys game in Game 2 right following this contest. Again, a score at the end of 3 quarters of play. It's Dowling 47, Valley 25. We'll return to the Valley Fieldhouse in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming funded by Blessment International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmentinternational.org.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Dowling Valley, girl-boy doubleheader. Dowling with the lead, 47-25. Dowling with the ball to start the fourth quarter. Dowling 4 out of 6 to free throw line. Valley 3 for 4 through 3 quarters. And now traveling on Harnden on Dowling's first possession. Scott, you got to look at some of the numbers through 3 quarters here.
Yeah, the third quarter, Dowling stretched out the lead by shooting 8 for 14 from the field. That quarter, 3 for 6 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line. They had 7 rebounds, 2 of them offensive. No turnovers, which is huge. For Valley, they were 3 for 9 from the field, 1 for 6 from 3, 2 for 2 from the line, 4 rebounds, 1 offensive, and 5 turnovers, which helped Dowling expand their lead.
Long three by Kiki Walker on Valley's possession. It's no good. Rebound Harnden and Dowling. Outlet pass in the corner to Tritton. Fakes the 3. Gets it back to Moeller. Katie for 3. Up good. Katie Moeller. Boy, has she come alive here in the second half. That's her second made 3. She has 6 points, and it's 50-25. Maroons have doubled the score.
Her and Tritton have come alive this quarter.
Now Jaeger underneath, and she loses out of bounds, but it'll be Dowling basketball. They say it went off a Zedeker.
And one thing we just saw in that last possession was that replacement three. It's been a few games since we've seen that, where the drive and they kick out behind it, the post goes out and replaces.
All right, Avery Moon has the ball in the lane. The left-hander with the fall-away jumper, no good. Rebound, Katie Moeller and Dowling. Outlet pass to Harnden. Macy with it. Gets it over to Tritton, right wing. Now back to Katie Moeller. Almost a logo three that's no good. Right on that volleyball line. Rebound, Valley and Moon. Outlet pass to Rose. They lob it inside to McDaniel. Now it's tipped away into the hands of Avery Moon.
Coach Joel's looking at this matchup with Harnden guarding Jaeger right now.
I see that. They can't get out of it. And now a jump ball force between Olsen and McDaniel. You think he'll switch back now?
I think so.
14 on the shot clock as the Maroons force a jump ball.
Although Macy was willing to take that on. She got into low stance. She's going to meet her early.
Sometimes the guards have got to guard the posts. Yeah. Sometimes. You got drills for that in practice. I remember a couple of them. All right, Valley inbounds the ball. McDaniel, top of the key. They work it around the horn. Back to McDaniel, top of the key. Down the lane she goes. Her shot blocked by Moeller, out of bounds to Valley with 4 on the shot clock as we're in the final 6 minutes and 7 seconds of the fourth quarter here, Scott.
Again, I mean, with Moeller having 3 fouls, it's better that the post go right at her.
Jaeger, a turnaround shot off balance and a shot clock violation on Valley. 4th one tonight unofficially as we try to keep track in our head.
Oh, that's official. It's fully official.
Substitution for Dowling. Ellie Olsen will sit down, checking in for the first time tonight. Maddie Rice, 5'8" sophomore, wearing number 25. So it'll be Maddie Rice, Ellie Olsen, Macy Harnden, Ava Zedeker, and Katie Moeller. The 5 on the floor for Dowling. Let's go right to left. Leading by 25 over Valley. Here's Zedeker down the lane, kicks it off in the corner. Harnden for 3, it's no good. Jaeger with the rebound. Outlet pass to Walker. Kiki all the way down court. Layup is up and too strong. Tip by Moon, no good. And the rebound, Dowling. Moeller to Moeller. In the corner to Zedeker. Out to Katie Moeller for 3. Good. Right in front of us, Katie Moeller with her 3rd 3, all in the second half. Held scoreless in the first half. She has 9 for the contest. 53-25, and now Moon goes all the way down and scores.
Yeah, the pace here in this quarter has really picked up a lot.
53-27 Dowling. Here's Ellie Moeller underneath. Her shot might have been partially blocked. Rebound Valley. Tigers the other way. Here's Avery Moon in the corner to McDaniel. Underneath to Jaeger. Her shot before setup, no good. Good defense that time by Rice. And the rebound Dowling. The other way we go, and traveling on the Maroons.
Yeah, it was that pass led Moeller under the basket and trying to stop to get position, just couldn't stop.
So it'll be Valley basketball. As Maroons with the lead as more players get ready to come in. 4:40 left to go in the fourth quarter. Stay tuned, we'll have the boys game to follow. Long 3 by the Tigers, up and good. That's Carrie Rose. That's her 6th point of the night. She was like Layla Tritton, held scoreless in the first half, and she's knocked down 2 threes here in the second half. Tritton has knocked down 3 here. Now the other way we go, and Katie Moeller down the lane, left-handed layup, good.
And Mark, if she continues to do that and grow that part of her game, her 3-point shots can just open up so much more, being a threat like that.
Katie Moeller, all 11 points in the second half. And now reverse layup by Jaeger, left it short, rebound Dowling. Ellie Moeller with the rebound. Outlet pass to Zedeker with 4 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Dowling 55, Valley 30. Now, 3-pointer by Zedeker, top of the key. It's no good. Ball slapped around and taken away by Litt. Tigers in transition. Here's White for 3. It rolls off the rim, no good. Tylee White with the miss. Valley gets the rebound. Brand new shot clock. Here's Moon with it, guarded by Harnden. Moon in the lane. Stops. Can't get off the shot. Good defense by Harnden. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Jaeger. Yeager guarded by Maddie Rice. And we're going to see wholesale substitutions. It'll be a line change like in hockey. In the lane, a shot no good. Might have been partially blocked as Litt misses for Valley. Rebound Dowling. Here's Katie Muller in the corner to Harnden. Get it back up top to Maddie Rice. Over to Muller. Muller dribbles in the lane. Jump stops. Now tries to get a shot off. Moon, good defense. Turnaround jump. Good. Shot is up and good. How about that? Katie Muller with 13 points and a timeout called. This will be a 30-second timeout, so Scott will keep it here. Maroons with their largest lead of 27, 57-30 over Valley. And Dowling just under 3 minutes away from avenging their season-opening conference loss to the Tigers, 55-42 at the Dowling gym back in November. Well, the Maroons have 57 points now. It wasn't the scoring, it's the defense that's improved.
Right.
And, yeah, Valley's not at full strength, but what a turnaround from about 2 months ago.
Yeah, and you know, they're actually, Dowling's doing actually what they needed to do, come out and attack and put Valley behind early and make it just difficult and not have any hope of coming back in this game.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, and Construction Professionals. Mark Emmerdale, Scott Babinet tonight on Iowa Catholic Radio. Yes, we'll be back on the air for our usual Friday night game. We'll be at Southeast Polk for a Girl Boy doubleheader tomorrow night, so tune in for that. Up next for Valley, they do not play tomorrow night, but they the Valley girls travel to City High in Iowa City, who is will be a 2:30 game on Saturday. Now we got a jump ball cold as benches are now starting to empty. In a positive way.
Yes.
There are a lot of players in. Ellie Olson, Ellie Muller, Katie Muller out of the lineup right now for Dowling. Into the lineup will be Nellie Johnson, number 35. Macy Harnden with the ball, number 33. Number 25 with the ball, Maddie Rice. As the Maroons have emptied their bench and trying to run their offense. Also in there is Emma Hazel, number 31 for Dowling.
It's always good to see the players come off the bench to play here and see what they've learned and put into practice and give themselves an opportunity to get themselves some scoring shots here.
Kaylee Klein is drawing the foul. Carrie Rose picks up her third foul for Valley, and Klein to the free throw line for her first free throws in her career. She is a freshman.
And you didn't jinx her.
Not yet. So I told everybody it was good. Yeah, Klein makes the free throw. Kaylee, a 5'11 freshman. She's got some playing time in this throughout the season. Second free throw, good.
Yeah, it's good to see her back out there. She didn't play the other night at Ankeny, so.
Yeah, but she plays for Tom Donahue in that group, so she's got to overcome a lot after being with the Donahue group. So she's done a great job. 59-30 Dowling by 29. Largest lead for the Maroons. Final 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. Long three up and no good by the Tigers. And in there for Valley is Olivia Adams, 5'5 freshman with the miss.
I would have loved to hear Tom's response to that.
He's not listening. I know that.
I don't know. He says he listens on the way home sometimes.
Well, he probably home means Coonies, and he's already there, and they're not going to do that. No, he has no idea. Corner three, no, it's up and in. It gets to Scott Babinet Road, and that's Kaylee Klein. She's got 5 points all in the fourth quarter. How about that? 62-30, Dowling by 32.
I would have loved to have gotten one of those rolls once.
Well, I'm not going to say the Jimmy Cataldo roll because that's usually a brick and off the rim. I think he's in the building now, so you didn't hear that. Minute 27 to go. Final stages, Dowling and Valley renew their rivalry, and they're going to split during the regular season. Long three by the Tigers is no good by Grace Linder, who's in there. Rebound Dowling. Here's Nellie Johnson. In transition, gets it up to Emma Hazel. Now Kaylee Klein. Klein dribbles. Hands it off to Rice. Maddie in the lane. Leaves it for Emma Hazel, and a shot up and no good. Rebound Valley. Tigers come away with the basketball. That was Lizzie Jarko, number 23, with the rebound. Tigers with it. Try to post up inside. They try to get it to Addison Adams in there, number 15, and Ball's tipped out of bounds by Dowling with 18 on the shot clock, 44 seconds remaining in the contest. As our fans are arriving for the boys contest, which will be coming up in 45 seconds. Valley inbounds the ball. Here's Adams with it. Dribble handoff to Jarko underneath. Her shot no good. Rebound Dowling and Harnden. Outlet pass to Rice. Layup with the left hand no good. Fight for the rebound and a loose ball foul on Dowling. They're going to get Emma Hazel for the foul. The only senior on the club for Dowling, and Emma picks up her first foul. As Dowling dresses 1 senior, 4 juniors, 4 sophomores, and 2 freshmen. Valley with 6 seniors, 2 juniors, 5 sophomores, and 3 freshmen. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds remaining. And Maroons leading by 32 here, Scott. As everybody gets to play tonight. Here's a shot in the lane, no good by Valley. And that was Addison Adams with the miss. Rebound Maroons. Here's Rice with it. Gets it over in the corner. A long 3 up off the back iron, no good. Fight for the rebound Valley, and that'll do it. Maroons come away with the victory, 62-30, as Dowling holds Valley to 5 fourth quarter points. As Dowling outscores the Tigers 15-5 in the fourth quarter to win it 62-30. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons now have won 10 of their last 11 games. And they've won 5 of their last 7 against Valley as they lead the series now 15-10 over the Valley Tigers since they've been keeping track back in 2007. So Maroons avenged their regular season loss at the Dowling gym. Valley won there 55-42 back on November 28th. But here, it's Dowling with the win, 62-30. Maroons improved their record to 12-4, and they will play at Southeast Polk tomorrow night. Scott?
Yeah, it is a good comeback. We talked about this early in the season. That Minnesota trip's always tough for Dowling to come back and play a first game of the right after that. And Valley was able to take advantage of that game. Obviously, it hurts losing a couple starters coming into this game, but Dowling took advantage of the opportunity to jump on Valley early, and they just didn't open up the gates for them to come back in.
All right, we'll total up the numbers. We'll go to our post-game show. Final score in the girls' contest. Dowling Catholic 62, the Valley Tigers 30. Valley's record now at 8-8 on the year. They're ranked 13th in Class 5A. The new rankings came out today. Dowling improves its record to 12-4, and they're ranked 3rd in Class 5A. Girls basketball, we'll take a break and come back. We'll take a 1-minute break there, Mr. Brady Grimm, who is our studio producer on this Thursday night of high school girls and boys basketball. We'll return to the Valley Fieldhouse in 1 minute on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Every person in the world is actually Catholic. I am Father Thomas J. Loya with the Theology of the Body moment for the Tabor Life Institute. Catholic is really about the invisible made visible through the physical. Nowhere is this more true than in our human bodies. Pope John Paul II said that the body and it alone makes visible what is invisible. But so can bread or wine make visible what is invisible. So can water, oil, a candle, an icon, or incense. Furthermore, so does a birthday cake, a flag, or a Christmas tree. Physical things enable us to touch invisible realities. Catholics do not have to convert anyone. All we have to do is remind everyone that they have been Catholic all along, simply by the fact that everyone has a physical body. And the theology of that body makes an invisible God visible. To find out more about the theology of the body, visit taborlife.org. taborlife.org.
Welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse as we move to our post-game show following the Dowling girls' victory tonight, 62-30 over the Valley Tigers to split the regular season series between the two. The Tigers defeated Dowling. It was the conference opener back on November 28th. It was Valley 55-42 at the Dowling gym. Well, tonight here at the Valley Fieldhouse, Dowling avenges their loss. And I saw the word redemption on the scouting report that we have access to sometimes. Yes. And redemption was on there. So the Maroons got redemption tonight with the win, 62-30 over Valley. Scott Babinet.
Yeah, I just think the coaches were obviously disappointed in the defensive effort in the first game. When you allow a team to shoot over 50% from the field, I said, like I mentioned, Coach Faber, I go, what was this 50-some%? But she goes, oh, I don't take care of defense. I'm offense. But they, that's just not what you come to expect from Dowling. You expect good defensive pressure, intensity, challenging shots tonight. It wouldn't surprise me if Ellie Moeller had a career high in blocks tonight. She was just all over the place, contesting shots, and it just had a great game tonight from the defensive side of it.
Well, she certainly did. And Scott, let's take a look at the numbers. You want to start with the statistics, and I'll give the scoring here when you're finished.
Okay, all right. For the game, unofficially, I had Dowling 23 for 54 from the field, 10 for 28 from the three-point line, 6 for 8 from the free throw line, 32 rebounds, 8 of them offensive, and 6 turnovers, which is an incredible improvement over the last couple games. For Valley, they struggled from the field tonight, 12 for 49 from the field, 5 for 18 from 3 for 4 from the line, 26 rebounds, 10 of which were offensive, and 17 turnovers. So a good job overall by the Maroons, forcing a lot of turnovers to create extra opportunities for themselves on the offensive side.
All right, let's take a look at the scoring in this contest. First of all, for the visitors from Dowling Catholic, as the Maroons improved their record to 12-4, as they've now put a pretty good winning streak together. They've won 10 out of 11. Their last loss was to Johnston not too long ago. And for Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had 3 players in double figures, led by Ava Zedeker, the junior, with 19 points, led all scorers tonight. She was followed by freshman Katie Muller with 13 points. Believe it or not, Katie had no points at halftime and finished with 13 on 3 made threes in the second half and a pair of 2-point baskets for her 13 points. And Layla Tritton, who had 2 points at halftime, finished with 10 points to round out double-figure scoring for Dowling. Ellie Olson chipped in 9. Off the bench, Kaylee Klein with 5 points, 3 points for Ellie Muller, and 3 points for Macy Harnden. Dowling went 6 out of 8 at the free throw line in tonight's game. For the Valley Tigers, whose record falls to 8-8, and the Tigers now have lost 7 of their last 8 games, with I think 4 out of their final 5 games have ranked teams on their schedule. And the Tigers had 2 players in double figures, led by Elise Yeager and Kendall McDaniel, both seniors, with 10 points each, followed by 6 points with Carrie Rose, 4 points for Avery Moon, and 3 points for E. Lynn Litt. And again, Valley without J.C. Lockey, who was out with a season-ending knee injury, suffered in that Valley win over Dowling back on November 28th. And then also tonight playing without Ashley Brown, 5'9" sophomore, who has been starting, playing without her. She's injured and hopefully will be back next week, according to the coaching staff. The Tigers finished tonight 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. And again, you joined us late. Dowling jumped out to a 13-7 first quarter lead, outscored the Tigers 13-9 in the second quarter. Dowling had a 10-point lead at halftime, 26-16. The Maroons came out in the third quarter with a 21-9 run in the third quarter, led 47-25 going into the fourth quarter, and emptied the bench and outscored Valley 15-5 in the fourth quarter to win it 62-30. And the Maroons go back-to-back as we travel to the other side of the Metro to Pleasant Hill and Southeast Polk tomorrow night, Scott Babbitt.
Yeah, that's a game where you want to come. Southeast Polk's been playing a lot better than when we saw them earlier in the year. And it'll be a good challenge over there. I mean, last year is the game where Dowling went out ahead and got a big halftime lead, and Southeast Polk came all the way back. So it wouldn't surprise me to see that word redemption again over there. So, I mean, and you know, it's always a tough place for Dowling to go play. I don't know what it is. You know, a lot of times it's obviously the good players that both teams have. But last year it felt like Dowling let one get away.
Well, we'll be back there tomorrow night as we go back-to-back.
Yes.
And I'll get the voice ready.
Lots of water.
They come okay. Yeah. Well, yeah, lots of water. You see what
you're
the
vet.
With water.
I'm still the rookie stages, I believe.
You're doing fine. Well, Scott, thanks for traveling over here to the western side of the suburbs of Des Moines. We'll be on the eastern side tomorrow night. Thank you, and hopefully the weather will hold. Be careful out there with the fog and the freezing fog and the melting and the refreeze. We're just moving through. All I know is that 20 inches of snow is gradually melting.
And for our listeners, it was a very balmy 38 degrees here in Des Moines. So,
I got to
eat your heart out, Floridians and Arizonans.
Yeah, one of my college softball partners, she vacations in Florida. So Mark, it's 78 degrees, and I'm on the tee at 9 o'clock this morning, so I got that little text. So, yeah, we've got a freezing fog advisory till noon today. That's what we had here in central Iowa, so it is what it is. But listen, that Cataldo guy wants to get in there. He's got see those, he's got one page of pregame. All right, Scott, thank you.
All right.
We'll move to our end our post-game show for the girls. We'll go to our pre-game show for the boys. And again, the final in the girls contest, it is Dowling defeating the Valley Tigers by the score of 62-30. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back, we'll preview the boys contest. Dowling and Valley from the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale for Scott Babinat here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610, ashworthvision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. Our thanks to Scott Babinat for Game 1 following the Dowling girls win 62-30 over Valley. And Coach Cataldo, welcome. I see you made it to the West Des Moines other school. I know you've been over here. You have. I see they let you in, first of all.
Not only did I get myself in, but I was an and one tonight.
And one. They let. I don't remember putting that on the press pass.
The director.
Huh?
The director.
The director of what?
Election office.
Oh, he's at a road game tonight?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he came out. He wanted to see this game. I think it's a great game to come out and watch. I think it's two really talented teams, and
that's true.
A little bit different Valley team than we saw in the first game, but they're certainly rolling as you would expect. You look at Valley's overall record, 10-3. It's really not the dominant team that you would expect to have seen at the beginning of the year. This roster is loaded with talent. There's no question about that. But just Stinson is out with an injury, and they come away with 1-point win against Ankeny Centennial, a 6-point win against Johnston. Now all these are good wins, but it's not the blowout wins you would expect from this Johnston team or a Valley team.
Yeah, and they've kind of plugged in. Well, Zay Robinson didn't play against Dowling in the first matchup. He's back, recovered from his torn labrum in football, but Curtis Stinson out with an injury. He won't be back till next week, so you plug in Robinson for Stinson. That's a pretty even exchange, right? My goodness.
But if you're a Maroon player, you're a Maroon fan, you're a Maroon coach, I don't think you're down in the dumps that Stinson is not playing tonight. If you look at Stinson's scoring stats against the Maroons in his last 3 games, scored 26 points against the Maroons, 22 points against the Maroons, 34 points against the Maroons. So he has averaged 27 points a game in the last 3 ball games against the Maroons. So seeing him in street clothes is not hurting too many feelings if you're a Dowling Maroon. But you look at who's stepping up.
That was Jimmy Cataldo with those words, not Amadale. I just want to clarify that. Go ahead.
But you look at the stats, and so who's stepping up for Valley in Stinson's absence, and you mentioned Zay Robinson. Zay Robinson is averaging 18 points over the last 5 games that Stinson's been out. Trevin Urak, 14, and I think he's going to be a guy that you take notice. 6'10" or 6'8", physical force, and I think the Maroons are going to have an issue battling with him. And Jaden Gregory averaging 10 points a game. So they're picking up the slack, but Stinson is certainly a big miss.
Yeah, he certainly is. And we'll see how that all transpires. What a game we saw in game 1 back in November. 72-69. Valley came back and won that. Dowling kind of surprised people. They were outmanned going into the game on paper, but you know what? The Maroons played with a lot of energy, and they just didn't close it out.
But you look back at that game, and what did we talk about in pregame? Urack was under the weather. He didn't start. He was sick that night, but he played some minutes. No Zay Robinson. You advent Joe Broderick in his first high school basketball game. He scores 31 points with 17 rebounds, and I don't think anybody expected that game 1, and that allowed the Maroons to battle against a very good Valley team, losing by 3 at home.
Yeah, and who would have thought? But that was an exciting game. I think the Valley closed that off in the final 2 minutes. And you may have heard Coach Einerson talking at halftime of the girls' game tonight, the Dowling boys coach, talking about closing games out and some of the things they saw on film. And I didn't realize that many missed layups against Ankeny Tuesday night. And that'll come back to bite you. You lose by 3 possessions.
But we talked about that fourth quarter. The Maroons were down 2 against Ankeny, and it just seemed like everything at the basket was not falling for them, where it was certainly a big part of their offense in the first 3 quarters. So that fourth quarter, you got to look at that film and wonder, how do we not finishing at the basket, especially late at games? The Maroons have been in several of these ball games they've lost. And I think when you look at film and you just got to finish things out, and we talked about that in the post game. Find ways to finish, but difficult task tonight as you face an extremely talented Valley basketball team.
No question about it, and it should be interesting as a starting lineup's about set to be introduced. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with the starting lineups tonight. The only other game in town is Ottumwa at Des Moines North in a girl-boy doubleheader. Thursday night high school football. You going to be able to go back-to-back? I'm just asking. Are you all right tomorrow night?
I drank lemon juice today. I got my vocal cords good. I'm ready.
All right.
And then tomorrow.
Yes. Yeah, tomorrow. We'll take a 1-minute break, come back with starting lineups. Dowling Valley, the boys contest, here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear. In business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Mercy One is proud to support Iowa Catholic Radio. Mercy One helps you live your best life. Find personalized care for you and your loved ones at mercyone.org.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse, also known as the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse. And I'm going to ask you, since I've asked Coach Danner, Scott Babinat, who else? Coach Einerson, the difference between a gym, arena, and fieldhouse. Jimmy Cataldo, go.
Well, one, you're really looking for airtime.
I'm looking for answers.
I have no idea.
Neither did they, and neither do I. I just thought somebody might know. I know he doesn't know.
Wikipedia.
Well, I don't have time for that right now. We're plugged in, ready to go. All right, starting lineups for Dowling tonight. Joey Coppola, Ryan Kleppe, Joe Broderick, Maddox Coppola, and Riddick Metten, the 5 for Dowling Catholic. For Valley, it'll be Zay Robinson and Kyle Case in the 2 guards, Kiki Dang, Jaden McGregory, and Trevin Urack. And the Tigers win the tip. And we're underway. Valley going right to left. Underneath is Dang. His shot up and good. He went from the left baseline all the way down and scored. And Maroons left it open, 2-0 Valley.
Maroons are going to have to slow them from going downhill. A very athletic team. And
Kleppe gets underneath. Left block. His shot blocked by Urek. Valley coming out in a high pace. Robinson looks good after sitting out almost several months in football and basketball. Pull-up jumper by Kaysen good. 4-0 Valley to start the contest.
Your defenses has to be as sticky as glue and making sure you don't give any room. And
now underneath, the shot no good. Put it back up and no good. Rolls off the rim for Broderick. Rebound Valley. Tigers lead 4-0. They work underneath. Layup good. Basket will count. A foul on Dowling. Hitting the deck hard is Kaysen. And he'll get a chance for an and one here. The foul is on the Maroons.
They're going to call an offensive foul.
Oh, they're going to wave it off. BJ didn't like that. So Kaysen. The foul is on.
No basket.
Kyle Kaysen. So it's 4-0. The score remains. Kleppe with it. Top of the key to Broderick. Fakes a three. Hands it off to Coppola for three. Top of the key. Good. I'd like to see Joey get going. It's his first three of the night. His 31st of the year. Leads the team.
Joey's been struggling the last couple games from hitting his outside shot. So maybe that bodes a little bit of confidence for Joey early in the game, knocking down your first shot.
Zay Robinson gets it out to Urek for three. It's short. Rebound Dowling and Kleppe. Ryan with it. Maroons in their maroon uniforms with black trim. And now the ball's stolen away by Valley. Here's McGregory down court. And a foul before the shot. They say on Dowling. Maroons getting back. Coppola. That'll be Joey picking up the foul. The Coppola brothers, Joey and Maddox. Maddox a sophomore, Joey the senior. Joe Broderick, Ryan Kleppe, Riddick Metten, the five on the floor for Dowling. Tigers inbound the ball, and it's stolen away by Kleppe. Nice job by Ryan, stepping in the passing lane, took it away from Dang.
Kleppe coming off a 23-point game against Ankeny on Tuesday night, and gives him a lot of confidence.
Now Maddox Coppola in traffic and gets the basket. Nice cut by Maddox, nice pass by Kleppe. Dowling with the first lead, 5-4. After the Tigers had the first 4 points, Dowling's answer with 5 straight. 5:50 left to go first quarter. Dowling girls a winner tonight, 62-30 to avenge their loss to Valley back in November. Now here's a shot blocked by Metten. And that's Kaysen's three-pointer block. This is McGregory underneath, layup good. Jaden McGregory, transfer from Des Moines North, shoots and scores.
Maroons are doing such a good job the last couple games on their switch defense. Something that they've been emphasizing a lot in practice and making it real tough on dribble drives. That time McGregory got loose.
There's Metten, feeds underneath to Broderick. His reverse pass stolen away by Kiki Dang. Dang's really stepped up his defensive game. Has 13 steals in the season, one of the leaders in the team. Long three, no good by Dang. Rebound Dowling. Here's Maddox Coppola in transition. Leads for Kleppe. Now they work the ball in the corner. Joe Coppola for three, good. Joey with the second three, and he kind of just hid in the corner on the right baseline and scored.
It's a popular shot that kids don't guard a ton of, and you can find yourself square to the basket, get good balance on your shot, and that's what Joey does.
And that's probably one of the most toughest shots is to shoot a baseline three, standing right near the sideline and baseline, and Joey knocked it down. Dowling with the leads 8-6. Now Urek a turnaround shot in the lane, good from the right baseline. Nice spin move by the big guy.
Just a talented, strong kid, and that's just he's standing about 3-4 inches over Joe Broderick, and arm length is big as well.
Now Kleppe hits the floor, Valley the other way, and they'll slam dunk it home by Dang. Kiki with his 4th point. Valley takes the lead, 10-8. We had 3 lead changes here in the first quarter, approaching the 4-minute mark. Mentioned Broderick, Joe at 6'4", and Urek at 6'8". So here's Coppola, double team, and he drew the foul. And they're going to get Valley's Kyle Kaysen with his 2nd foul. Substitution for Dowling. Cole Southard will check in. Ryan Kleppe will sit down. Just under 4 minutes to play first quarter, 10-8. Valley with the lead. Tigers will go with the substitution. Isaiah Pinks, one of those cornerbacks in football in the lineup. Very good athlete. And sitting down will be Kaysen with 2 fouls.
Pinks had a nice year for Valley's defensive football team, and postseason honors as well.
Yes, sir. Now Valley in the passing lane. McGregory reaches out and knocks the ball away. Brand new shot clock for Dowling as we're under 4 minutes to play first quarter. Valley 10, Dowling 8. Yes, Thursday night high school basketball. This game was originally supposed to be played earlier in January, and it got snowed out. And now Joey Coppola goes down the lane. His shot rolls off the rim. Rebound Valley. The other way we go, and down the lane is Zay Robinson with the basket, his first 2 of the night.
Zay's just so athletic and attacks and plays above the rim for his size.
Now here is Maddox Coppola the other way, shooting and scoring for Dowling. And I think both coaches are looking for who's going to get the stops. Underneath Dang, and his shot's no good. Southern will pick up the foul on Cole. That'll be his first. And that'll be the second team foul on Dowling. Valley with 2 team fouls, and free throws coming for Kiki Dang, who is a 63% free throw shooter on the year. He'll get 2 here, Jimmy.
Valley gets to the free throw line 16 times, averaging a game, and is converting almost 70% of their free throws. One thing that the Maroons got to really focus on getting to the free throw line. Only six attempts against Ankeny the other night versus 21. And that's just a big disparity. You just got to get to the free throw line and find ways to score that way.
Second free throw good. Ding now with 6 points in the first quarter. Valley equals its largest lead of 4 points over Dowling. There's Coppola with it to Broderick on the right elbow. Now they reverse it left wing. Here's Maddox Coppola coming off the ball screen by Broderick. Out to his brother Joey for 3. Off the back iron, left a little long. No good. Rebound Zay Robinson going through traffic. Tries a bounce pass underneath to Urich. It's stolen away by Maddox Coppola. Maddox underneath to his brother Joey. Down the lane he goes. And now gets it off in the corner to Southern for 3, and it rolls around the rim and finally falls through. Cole Southern with his 16th made 3 of the year.
Hit every part of that rim and got the shooter's bounce.
I thought it was going to be spit out, and we're going to get traveling on Valley. As taking it to the hole was Jaden McGregory. And Dowling, good defense there as Kleppe back in. Maddox Coppola will sit down. 14-13 is our score. Valley with a 1-point lead over Dowling. 2:40 left to go here in the first quarter from the Tiger Gym. In this series, Valley's won 5 in a row. They've also won 5 of their last 8 over Dowling. And they lead the series over Dowling 13-10, dating back to 2007. Zoned by Valley right here, Jimmy, on this
2-3 zone.
Now corner 3 by Broderick. Good! And Dowling retakes the lead, 16-14. And Joe with his first 3, his 11th of the year. 11th made 3 for Broderick.
The Maroons have been struggling from the three-point arc over the last several games, and goes to show maybe that's something that Valley is going to stick to. Let them try to beat them in the three-point range.
Now here is Zay Robinson, shot no good. Rebound tipped up by Kleppe, almost went back in, but Ryan got a hold of it, and Dowling with the ball. Southern for 3, it's no good. Rebound Urich. And Trevin, now the outlet pass goes to Robinson. Robinson gets it to Pinks. Now to Dang. Dang drives baseline and draws the foul. And I think Southern, who's guarding him. Nope, not going to get it to him. It'll be a foul on Ryan Kleppe, his first.
A lot of body, as Kiki was taking the ball to the baseline.
Dante Cataldo in for the first time tonight, replacing Ryan Metten, who we haven't heard much from tonight. You think that's part of BJ Windhorst's game plan? Keep an eye on Metten, who had 26 points against Ankeny Tuesday.
Well, I think Metten and Kleppe both stuck out on film the other night for BJ. And
all right, here's Pinks with it. They work underneath. They shot off the glass, up and good by the backup center, Marcus McGregor, who was also sick in the first game between these two. Now Dowling underneath the Broderick layup, good. He got around McGregor there for the basket.
Really good look by Joey Coppola, finding Broderick at the bottom of the rim. And
now we got an offensive foul called on Valley as McGregor put his shoulder down and tried to go off tackle, and he'll pick up his first foul.
You look at this lineup for Valley, and it's not all juniors, strong junior contributions out of Valley, and Pinks is the only senior, and so you're going to see this for the next couple of years. And
Ali Aragao in the lineup for Dowling, number 33. Kleppe with it for the Maroons. Dowling by 2. Minute to play here in the first quarter from the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse here on the campus of West Des Moines Valley High School. Glad you could join us for Thursday night high school football. 15 on the shot clock. They try to hit Cataldo underneath at Southern. It's stolen away by Valley. Down court, McGregory. Reverse layup up, no good. Drew the foul. And Southern, I think, will pick up his second. We'll see. And he does. So Southern with his second foul, team foul number 4 on Dowling here in the quarter. So Valley will be at the free throw line for 2 following free throws here by McGregory. First one up and rolls around and falls through. We have a Jaden McGregory transfer from Des Moines North, and we have a Marcus McGregor for Valley, who are both in the lineup as Urich back in for McGregor. BJ Windhorse, longtime head coach at both Southeast Polk and Valley. 10th year here at Valley. 379 wins. Second free throw, no good. Rebound out to Dowling. And here is Kleppe running the point. Joey Coppola, Dante Cataldo also in there. Now Kleppe gets loose. He has a ball blocked by McGregory. Outlet pass down court. Here's Pinks with it. Underneath they get it to Robinson, and he'll set up the Valley offense with the shot clock turned off and 15 seconds remaining in the quarter. Dowling by 1. They work the right side with Dang, guarded by Coppola. Kiki wants to go baseline, travels. 6 seconds remaining, and now offense-defense time for Dowling.
Turnover number 5 in the first quarter for Valley. And
you know, it's amazing you mentioned that. Tigers average just 9 turnovers a contest, and that's remarkable.
I think the Maroons are giving them a couple steps and open gaps, and allows them to kind of get a little bit of stutter step start, and that's been called.
And here's Coppola, loses the ball as he went down the lane, had a layup, but he lost control of it, and rebounded by Urich, and his half-court shot is no good. We come to the end of the first quarter. Dowling Catholic with the lead, 18-17 over number 4 West Des Moines Valley here in this Class 4A boys matchup. We'll return to the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo. 18-17 Dowling at the end of one quarter play. Back to the second quarter after these messages.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
Hey, we're back here at the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. 18-17, Dowling with the lead. Maddox Coppola back in the lineup for the Maroons. Gets it out to Ryan Kleppe. And he's going with their starting 5. Metten back in there. And here's Broderick. Shot blocked by Urich. And a rebound out to Valley. Maroons had the first possession. Got the shot clock wound down. And Broderick's shot was blocked. As Joe has given up about a 4-inch height disadvantage, and Kiki Dang with his first 3, and that's Valley's first 3 of the night. Tigers take the lead, 20-18.
A little soft shooting by Valley, but
now here's Broderick's shot blocked inside by Zay Robinson. Rebound Valley. Robinson underneath, and he's fouled by Metten. So Riddick will pick up his first foul of the night. And you have a look at some of the numbers through at the end of the first quarter.
End of the first quarter, the Maroons are 7 of 13 from the field, which includes 4 of 6 from 3, 4 rebounds and 4 turnovers. For Valley, 5 of 11 from the field, 5 rebounds and 5 turnovers.
Inbound the ball to Urich, behind the arc. Now to Robinson. Zay guarded by Kleppe. Ball nearly poked away and by Maddox Coppola, who's right in front of us. Hey, you got to do some guard duty here. We got equipment, headsets, my water, not yours, my water. Would you please guard the equipment?
I'm surprised that you're not sitting here with the popcorn that could explode in our laps. And
that's Hobbs at Dowling that gives us the popcorn. That was, by the way, free the other night. Now whistle and a foul on the Maroons. Maddox Coppola picks up the foul, so Dowling with 2 quick fouls here to start the second quarter. Valley leads by 2, 20-18, under 7 minutes to play here in the first half. As we are courtside, right next to the Dowling bench. Tonight's game being streamed and also being live or video cast on MediaCom. So we see a guy with the ball cap on press row. You're the only one, by the way.
You know, one of the things you look at the Maroons. Metten scores 26 the other night, and Kleppe has 23. But into the second quarter now, neither of those two have scored. Tells you maybe the scouting report that B.J. Windhorse had on those two individuals.
All right, here's Metten on the right block. Now he's underneath the basket. Reverse layup, good. Nice move against Jaden McGregory. Riddick Metten with his first 2 points as we speak about him. And we're tied at 20, 6:25 to go. Here's Dang for 3, in and out, no good. Rebound slapped around off Urick into the hands of Kleppe and Dowling the other way. Here's Maddox Coppola with it, looking for his brother. Now Maddox takes it, gets to Kleppe, down the lane. Metten, his shot up and good. Riddick Metten with back-to-back baskets, and Dowling with a 2-point lead, 22-20. 4 lead changes.
Efficient shooting so far for the Maroons. Can they continue that on throughout the game? Consistency has been an issue, but right now the Maroons are going toe-to-toe with their shooting percentage, and bodes well if they can continue to do it.
Here's Kaysen for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound Metten. How about the free throw versus taking threes? Dowling 3 out of 4 at the free throw line tonight. Or check that, Valley 3 out of 4 at the free throw line. Never mind. Here's a steal by
you're making
Valley.
Up your own stats.
McGregor, just read it off the wrong page. McGregory with the steal. Yeah, Dowling has not been to the free throw line tonight, and they've made 4 threes in the contest. Valley with the ball. They work underneath the Urick. His shot rolls off the rim. No good. I thought it was just the Maroons that did that. Rebound Dowling. Maroons with a 2-point lead. 5:10 left to go second quarter. Did you get all your stats in, by the way?
I did.
Because that's not your normal stat. What's going on?
That's all of the research that I did today, I left my stat sheet at home.
Oh, I was wondering what you were doing.
Yeah.
There's a shot up and no good by Dowling. Rebound Valley. Kaysen in transition three-pointer. It's no good. Both teams got the lid on the basket all of a sudden. Rebound out to Dowling.
Valley's giving Dowling a lot of room into the paint as the Maroons spread it out. Nice move.
Three-pointer by Broderick, no good. Here's Metten for 3. It's no good. Ball slapped around. And Broderick hits the deck, and picking up the loose basketball is Zay Robinson and the Valley Tigers. Tigers in transition. They got Joey Coppola on Urick. And we got an offensive foul on Urick. He pushed Joey out of the way to get position. That'll be his first foul. It's a good call that time by Scott Cook.
That's awesome. They were trying to get the ball into Urick because he was.
How did Joey get mismatched?
Well, it goes to what the Maroons have been doing so consistently over the last several games is their switch defense. Sometimes puts mismatches, and at that time, Joey Coppola was on Urick.
Well, if you remember the last possession, Broderick hit the floor, and he was down on the baseline. He was late getting back, and I think Joey just picked him up. All right, the Maroons with the basketball, leading by 2 with 4:20 to go second quarter. Here's Coppola. Gets it over in the corner to Kleppe. Now underneath, pull-up jumper up and good. And that, for the first time tonight, Lucas Paoli, who's been the leading scorer on the JV team, according to Coach Einertson, gives Dowling a 4-point lead. Valley with the basketball. Right to left in front of us. Here's Kaysen trying to dribble baseline against Metten. Now they lob it inside to Urick, left block. They kick it out to McGregory for 3. It's no good. And the rebound, Kleppe and Dowling, as he and Paoli came down with it. Now here's Kleppe. 3-pointer, no good. Ball tipped around, and now ball knocked out of bounds as they blocked the ball on Broderick's offensive rebound, and a full timeout called by B.J. Windhorse. We'll take it with them. 3:38 remaining, second quarter. Dowling 24, Valley 20 here in this boys contest from the Valley Fieldhouse. Girls game tonight won by Dowling 62-30. Third-ranked Dowling over number 13 Valley. Well, we take a 1-minute break on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Faith Check with Greg Yule on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Welcome to this Faith Check. You know, as Catholics, we believe that the Holy Bible is God's inspired word. However, we don't hold that our Lord intended the Bible alone to be our sole teacher in the Christian faith. Just think how easily the meaning of an email can be misinterpreted and sometimes cause great strife between people. And take the Bible, which is infinitely longer, more complex, and written millennia ago in a world different from our own, and we begin to see why Jesus would not have entrusted his teaching to a book. The church looks to what it calls sacred tradition, rooted in things like church councils, creeds, the early fathers of the church, to safeguard our interpretation of God's word. All of the Catholic Church's beliefs can be traced back to the earliest Christians. Christ entrusted his teaching to the 12 apostles, whom he gave authority to teach all nations in the assistance of the Holy Spirit. The apostles then ordained bishops who have succeeded them down to this present day. The Catholic Church is a living voice that rings out for all to hear, proclaiming and interpreting God's word to every generation. This is Greg Yule for Faith Check.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
There's the popcorn.
Welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse. Dowling with the basketball after the Valley timeout. As the Tigers now trail 24-20. Here's Capola. Pull-up jumper off the back iron, no good. Rebound, Isaiah Pinks and the Valley Tigers. Dowling's largest lead right now is 4. Valley with the ball. Robinson for 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Valley and Urek. Brand new shot clock for the Tigers. We got traveling before the shot on Isaiah Pinks. Good defense by the Maroons there, Jimmy.
I think some of the things that you can see what the Maroons are doing in their game plan is they're playing defense below the three-point arc and making sure their guys stay. If Valley's going to have an open three, let them shoot it, because they're shooting just over 30% in threes this year. So giving Valley the three-point shot, which Valley has struggled to hit so far tonight, but played the defense below the three-point arc.
Valley's made 77 threes on the season. They're shooting 29%. Dowling's made 101 threes, shooting 31%, but Dowling has knocked down 4 threes in this contest. Valley has knocked down just 1. Dowling with the ball. Metten, turnaround jumper, no good. Offensive rebound, Broderick, his shot off the glass and goes through. He had Pink swiping at it, and he had to go over Urek to do it. Good job by
well contested. You wonder how do they don't block that shot, but Joey found a hole and got the ball in the bucket.
That's all you need is a little bit of room. Valley with the ball. Pink's in the lane. His shot up and good, and we're going to have a blocking foul on Dowling. I'll count the basket, and Cole Southard has just picked up his 3rd foul. Who's in there? So it's Cole Southard, Lucas Paoli, Joey Capola, the 3 guards, along with Riddick Metten and Broderick. Free throw up and no good by Pinks. That was his first basket of the night. Tigers now 3 of 5 at the free throw line. 2:15 remaining here in the second quarter. Now Metten with the travel. A turnover by Dowling, and now Kleppe and Mattis Capola get set to check in.
Just trying to do too much is Riddick. That lane is closing off, and I believe it was Urek who was staying very, very square with him and just not giving Riddick much opening, but he continues to be aggressive at the basket, and at some point you got to look for a dish out.
All right, Mattis Capola back in the lineup along with Ryan Kleppe as Paoli and Southard will sit down. Valley with the basketball as we approach the 2-minute mark. Coming off a ball screen, here's Robinson. He was sealed off nicely by Kleppe, and now a steal by Kleppe. Step right around Zay Robinson in the block. Dowling the other way. 26-22 Dowling. Minute 50 to go, second quarter. Halftime, we'll have members of the Dowling girls basketball staff talking about their win over Valley, 62-30 in game 1 of our girl-boy doubleheader on this special Thursday night edition of CIML basketball. This game was supposed to be played on that early Friday night in January. Now, air ball by Capola the shot clock got reset for some reason, and now here's Maddox Capola in the lane. He shoots and scores. Boy, that ball touched about 3 different Maroons.
I think it touched everything but the rim, but they reset the shot clock, which...
officials didn't stop play, so it's a good thing they did. And down the lane, shooting and scoring is Jaden Gregory. Took the ball from the top of the key and went right down the lane and scored. 28-24 Dowling. Maroons' largest lead has been 6 tonight over Valley. Now a long 3 by Metten, up and good. Metten has a few words for McGregory, so that's always nice. Riddick with his 7th point. It's 31-24 Dowling, and that didn't last long. As the Tigers shoot and score underneath to get the big guy, Urek.
Urek gets the ball at the block, and it's going to be very, very tough to stop him. Good job with his back to the basket, but his interior move is so talented.
Valley jumps back to man-to-man. We've seen a little zone by Valley. That was just one possession. Here's Kleppe with it. Gets it to Capola. And there's a 1-second differential. Final 10 seconds of the first half. 1 second differential on the shot clock versus game clock. Capola now double teamed by Pinks. Skip pass in the corner goes to Metten. Riddick, and the shot clock violation. Now we had both clocks go off, so they're going to put time back on the clock. About a second, 1.2 or 3 seconds, I'm guessing. Our crew will put back on the clock.
1 second differential.
So the shot was no good by Riddick Metten. They don't count that as an attempt because they wave it off.
Turnover.
Okay, that's even better. 0.6 of a second. Scott Cook, Jason Alons, and Mark Vanderhaar, our officials, put 0.6 of a second, and now 3/4 of a court shot, no good at the horn by McGregory. And we go to halftime with Dowling leading Valley 31-26 here at the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale, and we'll have members of the Dowling girls basketball team joining us, I think, at halftime. But Jimmy, your comments. The Maroons come out. They led it by 1 at the end of the first quarter, and they lead by 5 going into halftime.
It just shows what consistent shooting can do for you, and the Maroons have struggled in past games from the three-point arc, and tonight they're knocking down a few of those shots, and has really kept them strong into this ball game. But credit both their defense. I think their defensive game plan is to pack it down underneath the three-point arc. Let Valley shoot open shots from the 3 points. Stress them and see if they can knock those shots down, which they have not shown to do so far. So their defense down low and into the paint have been pretty good for them so far in this first half.
It has, but they have not shot a free throw, as I correctly mentioned or incorrectly mentioned. Dowling has not shot a free throw. Valley is 3 out of 5 at the line.
And but they're knocking down their shots now. And so what they're, before when they're not shooting their threes very well, they're kind of sitting back on that. They're attacking the basket. They're playing downhill a bit more, but yet hitting their open shots, those threes are so critical in high school games and allows them to have this 5-point lead at half.
All right, you're going to exit stage left. We have some young ladies and head coach Kristen Meyer
happy to do so.
Talk Dowling girls basketball at halftime. Halftime score of the boys contest. It's Dowling 31, Valley 26. Along with Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale will return to the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse here at Valley High School in 2 minutes. Take a 2-minute break there, Brady Grimm, on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Throughout history, our Lord has shown us that He is truly present in the Blessed Sacrament. Experience these wonders for yourself as Iowa Catholic Radio presents the Vatican International Exhibition Eucharistic Miracles of the World at St. Mary's Catholic Church in Red Oak, now through January 31st. Learn more about how you can bring this beautiful panel display to your parish, school, or faith-based organization by calling 515-223-1150 or visit iowacatholicradio.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Westgate Dental, offering cosmetic, family, implant, and general dentistry. Located at 1073rd Street, Suite 1 in West Des Moines, just behind Dowling Catholic High School. Learn more at westgatedentalia.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by construction professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
And welcome back to the Valley Fieldhouse alongside Jimmy Cataldo, Mark Amadale. Halftime of the boys contest, Dowling leading 31-26. Joined now by head coach Kristen Meyer, the Dowling girls basketball coach. Layla Tritton alongside tonight. You know, Coach, I kind of parked next to Layla. I thought it was the Dowling bus. It was just Layla. Did you ever get that car in there between the lines, Layla?
Yeah, Oli was helping me.
Oli was helping you, yeah.
We both had to get out and check and then get back in.
She's such a great teammate, isn't she?
On and off the court, helping me park the car.
Well, first of all, congratulations on the win.
Thanks.
And I noticed something, Coach. It wasn't revenge on the scouting report, but it was a word like it.
Redemption.
Redemption, yes, redemption.
Yeah, revenge is kind of, I don't like that word.
I don't either.
Just redemption for ourselves. I feel like revenge is about the other person. Redemption is for yourself.
Well, redemption tonight here at the Valley Fieldhouse. A nice win. Dowling girls, a winner 62-30 over Valley. You've won 10 of their last 11 games. Your record 12-4.
Okay. You know, wow, I didn't realize that. Thank you.
16 games down, 5 to go, 1 tomorrow night. So how was practice, Coach, yesterday? You had one day to practice and prepare for the Valley Tigers.
You tell us, Layla, how was practice yesterday?
Layla Tritton, step right on up.
It was good. I mean, obviously we have lots of games coming up, so it's kind of just doing things that would help us prepare for all the games. No one really particularly, just running our offense and different things we need to work on and what we know we have success doing. So working on those things so we can execute in all the games to come.
I like how you found your shot in the second half. 2 points at halftime. Understand Valley's going to have a little bit more attention to you and Ava and the rest of them. But, boy, you found your shot. A couple of three-pointers in the second half. Finished with 10 points. Unofficial. I don't know if that's official.
Yeah, I think she made all of her shots. At least our stats had her 2 for 2 and 2 for 2.
I've seen this happen. Then all of a sudden it kind of goes away. And then it comes back. You just don't know when. And Coach is looking for consistency. I'm looking for double figures all the time. And congratulations, Layla.
Thank you.
You're one of the captains. What did you think of practice yesterday? 1 practice, 2 games this week. Wow.
3 games.
Or 3, but I mean 2 after you got 1 practice and 2 games back to back. So
sign up for it every week.
Yeah.
Well, we only actually went about an hour on the court yesterday. We tried to keep it pretty light. So
I see.
You know, it's one of those. It's a player's dream this week.
Yeah, it is. You know, just 1 practice. So, Coach, as you dissected the Ankeny tape the other night, got down 9-0 to start the game, and then that was it. Defense locked in the second quarter, in the second half at Ankeny, and it carried over to tonight's game. You guys got off to a 9-0 lead to start the game.
Did we? I didn't realize that.
Yes, you did.
Good. I think we were a little bit more locked in to start, and we came out. We were excited to play. Valley beat us the first time around. We felt like we had something to prove, so it was good to get that hot start and be able to sustain it throughout the game. And I thought second half we really got going once we got some transition baskets. That's when we could score in transition or Ava could get to the lane, and then Layla's girl would help off. That's where she got a couple threes, and Katie hit a couple threes, which were big for us. But I thought defensively we did fantastic tonight, and they have some players who can score. Their post players are tougher on the basket, but I thought Ellie battled really hard. Oli battled. Ava hopped in, guard some down there, but did a really nice job.
Certainly did. Now, you lose to Valley 55-42 the Tuesday after Thanksgiving. You come back here and you put up, a few more points, but you lock them down to just 30 points. Layla Tritton, what was the difference between 2 months ago and tonight playing Valley?
I mean, yeah, I think we've grown so much as a team, and we always take pride in our defense. And I think, especially the last game, we struggled offensively, but then it kind of carried over into our defense. And I think we've been working a lot on the defense is what we're consistent in, and then it will help our offense. So I think that's helped us.
Well, it certainly did. Ellie had a strong game inside. I think, Jaeger might have had the best of her in game one. Tonight was a little bit different. She altered a lot of shots, and she does that in practice, I know, but hats off to her. All right, well, ladies, we'll see you tomorrow night. We're on one side of the Metro tonight, the west side. Tomorrow night we go to the east side of the Metro in Pleasant Hill. I was out there earlier today making sure this stuff works, and it does. But playing Southeast Polk for the second time, Layla, what do you think tomorrow night?
No, I'm excited. I mean, 2 games in a row. We don't have to practice. We just get to play.
That's what I was waiting for. That's what the coach does not want to hear. Coach
That's
Marr,
all right.
Yeah, Coach Marr, we'll talk about Southeast Polk in the matchup tomorrow night.
To be honest, I need to watch a little more film. They've been playing really well lately, pressing a little bit more. And so we'll watch a little film before tomorrow. And big thing will be take care of the ball and defend, which we can always trust our defense. And then get out and run, try to score in transition, move the ball around on offense, find some good shots, knock them down. Keep it simple, right?
That's
Score
right.
baskets and don't let them.
And I just hope these young ladies get out of the parking lot safely, no dented cars.
We'll be the last ones out. We'll sit there until there's nobody left.
Get out before the fog sets in. So appreciate that. And Layla Tritton, shout out to anybody out there you want to?
I'll do my grandparents and family.
And they are here in Des Moines or outside?
I have some grandparents in Decorah and Remsen.
Oh, that's too far up near Old Wine.
Yep.
God's country.
That's right, God's country. I knew that was coming. Are they watching tonight, listening? What are they doing up there in Old
They're
Wine?
one or the other. My mom already texted me, nice job, so they're always watching.
That's great. Coach, thanks for visiting with the halftime, and we'll see you tomorrow night at Southeast Polk.
All right, thanks, Mark.
Coach Kristen Myers and Layla Tritton joined us here on halftime. Dowling boys lead 31-26 over Valley here at the Valley Fieldhouse. We'll be back for the second half. Jimmy Cataldo will join me. This is Mark Amadeo. We'll take a 1-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio.
This is Dale Alquist with a Chesterton Minute. How many times have you heard someone say that they don't like the Catholic Church because it's so dogmatic? Well, G.K. Chesterton says, you cannot live without dogmas. You cannot act for 24 hours without making a decision based on some deeply held belief that you cannot prove. Man can be defined as an animal that makes dogmas. Trees have no dogmas. Turnips are singularly broad-minded. In truth, there are only 2 kinds of people: those who accept dogmas and know it, and those who accept dogmas and don't know it. So when someone objects to the Catholic Church for being too dogmatic, it only means that they are dogmatic against it, even though they have no idea what their own dogmas are. Want more than a minute? Visit us at chesterton.org.
And welcome back to the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse here in the campus of West Des Moines Valley. Dowling leading 31-26, and the Maroons now pick up an offensive foul as Riddick Metten for Dowling whistled for his second. This will be Valley's second possession. They came away with the empty possession on their first possession of the second half. So the score remains 31-26 Maroons. Dowling led 18-17 at the end of the first quarter and outscored Valley 13-9 in the second. And now in the lane, a shot up and good by Zay Robinson, just his 4th point of the night. And it cuts the Dowling lead to 3. And now here is Maddox Capola for 3. It's no good. Deng with the rebound. The other way we go. Valley with the ball. Tigers going left to right. And now an offensive foul on Deng. That'll be his first. And Jimmy, a quick look at some of the first half numbers.
For the Maroons, went 13 of 30 from the field, which went 6 of 12 from 3. 11 total rebounds, 8 turnovers. For Valley, 9 of 22 from the field, which include 1 of 9 from 3. 12 rebounds, 8 turnovers. So I think the Maroons defensively have done a great job considering against Zay Robinson and Gregory.
And now Riddick Metten for 3, and it's good. So Riddick now in double figures with 10 points. That's his second 3 of the night. And the Maroons have their largest lead over Valley, 34-28. Tigers with the basketball. Both teams going back to their starting lineups. Kiki Deng, Zay Robinson, Kyle Kaysen, Jaden McGregory, and Trevor Urak for Valley. Now the Tigers work underneath. A head fake and a shot up and no good. Gregory missed a layup. Rebound Dowling. Maroons the other way. Here's Broderick underneath. Reverse layup. Good. Right over Urich. Joe Broderick with 9 points. Timeout Valley. Coach Windhorse wants a full timeout. And we will keep it here with 6:06 to go here in the third quarter. 36-28, Dowling by 8, their largest lead of the night. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo, coach.
Well, you look at the last 5 games when Curtis Stinson's been out, and you kind of look at this Valley team, and you say, geez, they're just not doing all that great against teams. They're winning ball games, but they're not really blowing anybody out, and you can see kind of why. What Curtis Stinson really brought to this team was a sense of organization, movement with purpose. Right now, the Valley Tigers seem a little bit out of sorts with their offensive movements. Zay Robinson isn't getting to the basket as freely as he's used to, and a lot of that was created by Curtis Stinson. So you can see the strugglings that Valley's having with Gregory, with Zay Robinson. If I'm BJ Windhorse, I'm going to feed the big guy. Get the ball down to Urich. That's where they've seemed to be their most efficient, has been down low to Urich for the Maroons. Hitting big shots. You look at Metten. Metten's hit a couple 3-point shots. He's starting to feel it again after a slow start. But Metten certainly come to play tonight, and you can see a lot of the emotions on his sleeves.
Scoring in the contest, Riddick Metten leading Dowling in scoring with 10 points. Joe Broderick with 9 points. Mattis Capola with 7 points. Joey Capola with 6 points. Cole Southard with 3. And Lucas Paoli off the bench with 2. Dowling has yet to attempt a free throw. And now the Tigers work it inside. And a whistle and a foul on Dowling as they'll count the basket. And the foul will be on Mattis Capola, his second. And a free throw coming for an and one for Jaden McGregory, who has 7 points for Valley.
Big take into the paint for McGregory to potentially get the and one, cut this to 5.
And the free throw is good, and they do. McGregory now with 8 points. We'll go through the Valley scoring here in a moment. 36-31. Dowling, and now a steal by Valley, and now a slam dunk by Zay Robinson after a great steal that time by Dang. Dowling breaks the press. 36-33, Dowling by 3. Broderick with it, top of the key to Kleppe. Tigers trying to make Dowling play a little faster than they want to as they've cranked it up. Underneath, here's Metten to the hole, layup good. He went right through Kyle Kaysen.
Good strong move by Metten using his left hand across the basket, and big bucket in the middle of a third quarter run for Valley.
12 points for Metten. Now Valley with the basketball, almost lost it as Kaysen hits the deck. Here is Urich underneath. His shot no good. Tip no good. Ball slapped around, and Broderick comes away with the basketball.
Point blank layup for Urich, and doesn't go for him.
Now here's Broderick. Work a little two-man game on the left side with Capola. Now to Metten. He'll launch the 3 over Kaysen. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound, Zay Robinson and the Valley Tigers. 38-33, Dowling by 5. Maroons have led by as many as 8. Here's Urich. Out to Robinson, guarded by Joey Capola. Boy, they're trying to feed Urich inside. Now they do, and a shot up and good. You talked about it during the break, and they found him.
He's such a strong presence and has a few inches on Broderick, but he's able to extend with this long range.
Dowling breaks the press as Valley's come out, a little 2-2-1 full court press. Broderick for 3, it's in and out, no good. And a rebound Dowling. And Maroons get underneath to Metten. His shot's no good. And Valley steps out of bounds as Urich saved it, but he saved it while he stepped on the baseline. You got a great view there through Coach Heinerson, Coach O'Hare, and an official. And we're going to take a full timeout. We'll take it with them with 4:06 to go here in the third quarter. Dowling 38, Valley 35 here in this boys CIML Thursday night basketball here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse here on the campus of Valley High School. Dowling boys with the lead, 38-35, 4 minutes to play third quarter. Maroons had a 31-26 halftime lead. Now Dowling with the ball. Capola in the lane, his shot no good. Urick made him alter a shot. Rebound Valley. Here's Deng with it. Kiki dribbles baseline, leaves it for Robinson. Now the Tigers reverse the pedal. Here's Kaysen for three. It's no good. Rebound Kleppe. Outlet pass to Capola. Dowling's got numbers. 4-on-2. Capola off the glass. Shot up and good. And it's a charging foul on Joey. Tough break for the Maroons. They'll wipe off the basket.
Kaysen seemed really deep underneath that basket at contact, but
there is no circle in high school basketball.
I greatly understand that, but I mean the contact was.
Yeah. All right, let's get through these numbers for Valley. Kiki Deng with 9 points. Zay Robinson has 6 points. Kyle Kaysen with 2 points. Battled foul trouble in the first half, has 2 fouls. 8 points for Jaden McGregory. Isaiah Pinks off the bench with 2 points. Trevor Urick with 6. A long three no good by Robinson. It'll be Dowling basketball, or was it tipped? Officials are going to huddle up. So Urick with 6 points, and off the bench Marcus McGregor with 2. And officials now are going to award the ball to Valley with 23 on the shot clock.
Said the ball was tipped on the attempt. And
on the three.
As the ball goes out of bounds, and if it's blocked or partially blocked, ball usually goes back to the shooting team.
Yep, so Valley has it. Here's Robinson with it. Zay, pull-up jumper, right elbow, good. Zay Robinson, what an athlete he is. You see him on the football field. Didn't see him this year due to his injury, but he'll be back for his senior year next year for Valley. Dowling with the ball. Here's Kleppe. Three-pointer top of the key, off the mark, no good. And Robinson with the rebound. He'll take it down court. Dribbles down the lane. Layup up, no good. He hits the floor. Rebound Kleppe. Pressure in the backcourt by Pinks. Now to Maddox Capola. Dowling breaks the press. Even on missed baskets, Valley's pressing. There's Riddick Metten. Gets in the corner to Maddox Capola. A little two-person game on the left side. Now to Kleppe, top of the key. 15 on the shot clock for Dowling. Maroons lead by 1. Largest lead has been 8 for Dowling here in the third quarter. Kleppe down the lane, and they're going to wipe it off. And a foul on Valley. And they'll get Pinks for the foul. That'll be his third.
His third foul, team foul number 3.
Now check
second
that.
Team foul.
Pinks is first. It's Kaysen, who he's in for, that has 2. It'll be Dowling basketball. They said it was before the shot, Jimmy. So substitution, Marcus McGregor will check in for Urick. 2:24 to go, third quarter. Dowling by 1, and the Maroons have the basketball. Shot clock is reset. Here's Kleppe with it, top of the key, guarded by Robinson. Now to Metten, right wing, guarded by Pinks. Over to Capola, guarded by Kaysen. Maddox with it, right elbow, out to Broderick. Now back to Maddox Capola. He looks inside, can't get it to Broderick. Leaves it for Kleppe, 15 on the shot clock.
Valley's defense has certainly intensified in the second half.
Do you think?
Really playing a lot more with their athleticism and quickness. It's really causing issues with the Maroons getting the ball to the basket.
5 on the shot clock. Here is Maddox Capola for 3, no good, and rebounded by Deng. Outlet pass underneath the Pinks. He's caught on the basket, leaves it for Kaysen for 3, good. Kyle Kaysen with his first 3 of the night. He's got 5 points, and Valley has retaken the lead, 40-38, and I believe that is our 5th lead change of the night.
8-0 run for the Tigers.
Underneath Kleppe, his shot up and no good. Kaysen with the foul. Oh, check that, Pinks with the foul. That's his second.
Going to put the Maroons on the free throw line for the first time in the night with just minute 20 to go in the third quarter, going to the free throw line for the first time.
Yeah, getting to the free throw line. When you settle for jumpers and three-pointers, you're not going to get there much. And Maroons have basically a guard-oriented team if you look at it. Kleppy's first free throw good. Ryan on the night. That's his first point. Believe it or not. 62% free throw shooter. Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Blessman International, Fast Signs, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. Second free throw no good. Rebound Gregory. Valley with the basketball. Here's Robinson down the lane. Shot with the right hand. No good. Left it short. And rebounded by Kleppy. Robinson might be shaken up a little bit after that play. Runs with the basketball. Valley settles into man-to-man. We've only seen one zone tonight, and that was out of a timeout that Valley showed. Here's Maddox Capola guarded by Dang. Underneath the left hand, good. Basketball count and a foul on Dang. Maddox Capola changed hands, Jimmy. He went down with the right hand and then spun and hit the right-handed or left-handed scoop shot, and he'll go to the line as a foul is on Valley's. On Dang's, that's what I thought. So Kiki with the second. And the free throw no good by Capola. Rebound McGregor. So Maddox with 9 points. Dowling 1 for 3 at the free throw line. Now a long three by Robinson, no good. Offensive rebound, putback no good by McGregory. Dowling saves from going out of bounds, and they get it inside, and a shot off the glass good by Kaysen. The basket will count and a foul on Dowling. They're going to get Metten for the foul, or rather Kleppy for the foul, his second, excuse me.
You know, giving Valley second opportunity shots they're just daggers.
So Kaysen, who had 2 points in the first half, now has 6 points in the third quarter. He has 8 for the ball game, and it's 43-41. Now a steal by Dang. His shot up and good, as Dang was kind of basket hanging, and he's got 11 points. So steal and basket, Valley by 4. Metten for 3, it's no good. Out of bounds to Dowling, or rather out of bounds to Valley. And we got a foul? Yep. Fouls on.
Ooh, number 3.
Kleppy picks up his third. So it was a loose ball foul. Valley by 4. So that 5-point lead by Dowling is now a 4-point lead by Valley with 20 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Kaysen's free throw good. Kyle Kaysen, 81% free throw shooter. He's got 7 of his 9 points here in the third quarter. Second one good. Make it 8 of his 10 points in the third quarter. Pressure by Valley, 1-2-2, full court press. Capola gets it across to Maddox, and a foul called on Kaysen. That'll be his third.
15 foul for Valley, puts Dowling on the line, shooting 2, 14 seconds to go.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Klein Electric. We appreciate our supporters and underwriters of Iowa Catholic Radio as we're able to bring you these broadcasts. Maddox Capola at the free throw line, hits the first free throw. Maddox tonight with 10 points. He is 1 for 2 at the free throw line. He'll get another as Broderick and Joey Capola sit down. Ali Aragao in the lineup for Dowling. Second free throw by Maddox, good. Capola with 11. 47-43, Valley by 4. 10 seconds to play in the third quarter. Zay Robinson guarded by Dante Cataldo. Robinson pull-up jumper right elbow, no good. Rebound Metten. And the third quarter will end with Valley retaking the lead. Valley 47, Dowling 43, along with Jimmy Cataldo. Mark Amadale will return with the fourth quarter in 1 minute from the Valley Fieldhouse here on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Faith Check with Greg Ewell on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
On this Faith Check, let's look at how reliable the Catholic Church's oral tradition is. In the modern world, oral means of communication are deemed inherently unreliable. We've all played the game of telephone, where a phrase is whispered around a circle and it comes out nothing like the original. The scholars have shown that in the ancient world, and to this day in some places, oral traditions were memorized and passed down to multiple generations without alteration. When the apostles went out to teach the faith orally, they did not whisper it in secret like the telephone game, but proclaimed it publicly to the multitudes. Oral tradition was a normal means of passing on the faith, as St. Paul says in 2 Timothy 2:2. What you have heard from me before many witnesses, entrust to faithful men, Timothy, who will be able to teach others also. There's no evidence that a widespread change of belief took place among the early Christians. Quite the opposite. At the end of the 2nd century, St. Irenaeus wrote that while the church has spread over the entire known world, the faith has been maintained intact everywhere, something only attributable to the Holy Spirit. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
Hey, we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo, pulling up some of the numbers here through 3 quarters. Dowling 3 out of 5 at the free throw line. That all happened in the 3rd quarter. Valley went 4 for 4 at the line. They are now 7 of 9 at the free throw line. And Jimmy, you got to look at some of the numbers as we get underway.
Dowling through 3 quarters, 17 of 43. They've hit 7 threes, 18 rebounds, 12 turnovers. For Valley, 16 of 38 from the field, 19 rebounds and 9 turnovers.
Dowling with the ball. Here's Menton underneath. Leaves it for Broderick. And Joe shot up and good. He went right over Urach. Gave up 4 inches and scored. And Joe Broderick with his 11th point. And it's 47-45 Valley. 3-pointer, Dang in the left wing, good. Kiki Dang with 13, make it 14 points with the 3. And it's 50-45. Dowling comes up in to be on their possession. Dang again for 3. Off the mark, no good. Rebound, Kleppe and Dowling. Outlet pass goes to Maddox Capola. Maddox looks for Metten. He'll launch the 3. It's off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound, Broderick. And he has a shot blocked by Urach. Into the hands of Robinson. Down court to Dang. And he slams it home. Kiki Dang. Quick 5 points to start the 4th quarter. Valley by 7.
Just transition defense moves, not getting back on that. Get an offensive rebound by Joe Broderick, and then gets his shot blocked at the rim by Urach. You know, we talked about what's been the key for the Maroons in the 4th quarter in the last couple of games is finishing around the rim, and that's going to be critical for them if they're going to get into this ball game and hopefully come away with the win. They got to convert around the basket.
5-0 run by Valley to start the 4th quarter. 52-45, Valley over Dowling. 6:50 to go, 4th quarter. And time now for our Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight. Congratulations to January's recipient, Zeb Fitzgerald. He's also a member of the 2024 Winter Formal Court. Congratulations to Zeb. He's also a member of the Dowling wrestling team, state qualifier last year, as he is being recognized witness to the very best of faith, academics, and student activities. You can hear Zeb's interviews with John Leonetti on the Catholic Morning Show by visiting Iowa Catholic Radio's podcast page at iowacatholicradio.com. Under Tuesday, January 16th, you will see that interview. Thank you to our sponsor of our Activity Spotlight, Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology and Clive, offering a wide range of aesthetic and wellness services and providing customized care to have you looking your best. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. And congratulations, Zeb Fitzgerald, our January recipient of the Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight recognition. Dowling with the ball out of the timeout. Now a corner 3 up and no good by Joey Capola. Offensive rebound, Dowling. Kept alive by Riddick Met. Maroons get a brand new shot clock with 6:30 to go, trailing by 7. Joey Capola gets it over in the corner to Metten. Fakes the 3, goes around Urach. Stops in the lane, shot up and no good. Urach altered that shot. Rebound comes out to Urach and Valley. Dowling in transition. Here's Kiki Dang underneath, and a charging foul on Dang. That'll be his 3rd. Good defense by the Maroons. They got their feet set underneath him.
Well, you could tell Dang was determined to take that ball downhill, and Metten stood still and just allowed the contact to come in and absorbed it. Took the charge.
I recognize 3 players that do not want to go back to a BJ Windhorse huddle if they're not performing, and Dang is one of those 3. Whistle and a blocking foul on Valley right in front of us. Gregory will pick up the foul, and on Jaden, that'll be his 1st.
Really, nobody's sitting with foul trouble for Valley. Kaysen has 3.
Yeah, Kaysen's the only one, and Dang has 3.
Dang has 3.
Here's Dowling with the ball. Broderick, left elbow, guarded by Urach. Hands it off to Maddox Capola. Now they reverse it. Here's Kleppe, right wing. Joey for 3 on the right corner. Good. Dowling needed that bucket big time. And Joey Coppola with 9 points.
Extremely quick shot by Joey. I mean, that ball didn't touch his hands but a fraction of a second before it went up, and that's big time if you can knock down that shot.
Now we've got a whistle and a foul away from the action. Broderick and Urek drew in battle. They're going to get Joe for the foul, and that'll be his first. Foul trouble, you mentioned it. Cole Southern has 3 for Dowling, as does Ryan Kleppe. For Valley, Kyle Kaysen and Kiki Dang with 3 fouls each. All right, Valley has a shot block. Metten with the shot block. He blocks another one and gets the rebound. Outlet pass to Joey Coppola. Joey will pull it in, or rather pull the ball out and wait for his teammates to come in. And now Broderick on the baseline. 15-footer good left wing. Broderick with 13 points. Joe waited for his teammates and then just took that 10-footer. Underneath Urek. His shot is partially blocked, and going to get Kleppe for the foul. Might have been more body than the block. And on Ryan, that will be his 4th.
No, foul call. They're going to call a foul on Maddox Coppola.
Oh.
Which will be his 3rd.
So let me erase that. Kleppe remains with 3. And now free throws coming for Urek. First one up and good. Other games going on tonight on this Thursday night? Well, it's Ottumwa at Des Moines North at Des Moines North's gym. Tomorrow night, a full slate. Johnson at Ankeny Centennial. Waukee Northwest at Ankeny. Waukee at Urbandale. All girl-boy doubleheaders. We'll be out at Southeast Polk. Dowling at Southeast Polk. Valley has a bye tomorrow night. Urek went 1 for 2 at the free throw line. He's got 7 points, and now a steal by Valley and a slam dunk by Zay Robinson. Robinson with 8 of his 10 points here in the second half, and it's 55-50. Valley by 5. This will be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 4:47 to go. And Dowling trailing by 5. And we talk about each possession being valued, getting something out of it. Now is really the time because the margin of error is increased.
Well, the press is certainly causing the Maroons issues, and they're finding the ball in bad spots. You get in the corner where Valley can use the out-of-bounds line as another defender, and that's what the Maroons are finding and have had a couple turnovers there. But so impressed with Zay Robinson and his ability to, which is athleticism to jump. 10 points, and I think, 8 of them are on dunks alone. It's just, just such an impressive athletic kid.
Tonight's game on Iowa Catholic Radio brought to you in part by Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Klein Electric. Thanks for that full media timeout. Appreciate that, Mr. Owens.
You think you're buddy with these guys.
They hate me probably, But they listen. They said, who's that guy that does the boys basketball? I said, well, it's not Steve DeVinny. No, the other guy. I said, no, it's the offensive guy on football. All right, here's Maddox Coppola out of the timeout. Three-pointer up good. Maddox Coppola drills a 3. He's got 14 points. That's a career high. 55-53, Valley by 2, 4:20 to go. Fourth quarter here at the Bill Cold Iron Fieldhouse, Valley High School. And now underneath, Kaysen's layup with the left hand good. He's back in and shoots and scores. And now a steal in the backcourt. Valley basket hanging again. And a whistle and a foul on who? Officials are talking it over.
Turnover on the Maroons on the inbounds pass.
Again, that's like the 3rd time tonight.
Fouled by Kleppe on the shot.
No, that's on Metten. So Metten and Kleppe with 3 fouls. And now free throws coming for Kaysen. He hits the first. He's a perfect 4 for 4. Kaysen tonight 2 points at halftime. And he's got 11 here make it 12 here in the second half. Wow.
Free throws are starting to extend in Valley's favor big time, and we're just not finding themselves in the line.
14 points for Kaysen. Long 3 up and no good by Maddox Coppola, but he was fouled in the act. He'll get 3 free throws. Foul on Valley, and they'll call it on Kaysen. That'll be his 4th. So free throws coming, 3 for Maddox Coppola. Maddox, a 90% free throw shooter on the year. 2 for 3 tonight. First one up and goes through. I was going to say gets the Jimmy Cataldo roll, but I'm not.
Or the Mark Amadeo jinx.
Wow.
It was one of the two.
Yeah. 15 points for Maddox Coppola. Second one on the way. Good. He'll get one more. Maddox with 16 points tonight. Third free throw, no good. 16 points for Coppola. Rebound, Dowling. Valley by 4. Here's Robinson in the lane, and 2 free throws coming. Foul on Dowling. Maroons tried to take the charge with Joey Coppola. And the foul will be on Joe Broderick, his second, for Dowling.
Team foul number 4 for the Maroons, so any foul.
Backboard's in the way, is that right?
4.
Okay.
So any foul now by the Maroons puts Valley at the line, shooting 2.
First free throw good by Zay Robinson. There's 11 points. Second free throw coming for Robinson. Good. 12 points for Zay. Came in averaging just under 19. Full court pressure by Valley. 1-2-2 full court press. Corner 3 by Coppola is no good. And battling in there is Broderick with Kaysen, and the rebound comes out, and finally the ball gets loose, and Valley has it. Here's Pinks with it, who's in the lineup. Isaiah Pinks, 6'1" senior. He and Kaysen and Robinson. Pull-up jumper, right elbow is no good. And underneath, Urek with the rebound, and he draws the foul on the putback. And he got to the, Broderick will pick up the foul. That's his third.
So hard to block Urek out. He's
the length. And to think in game 1, when Dowling's played Valley back at the end of November, Urek and McGregor, their 2 posts, both had the flu and both played. First free throw, no good. I always like to have that 1-2 punch. Burns' tallest player is Allier. Second free throw, good. Allier at 6'8". Everybody else 6'4" and under for Dowling. Valley with the press. Dowling breaks it. Kleppe in the front court. Over to Maddox Coppola, right wing. 3-point line extended. Valley stays man-to-man. 1-2-2 full court press. Drop back to man for Valley. Dowling right to left towards the south basket here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Here's Coppola in the lane. Kicks it back out to his brother. Maddox to Joey for 3. Good! Big basket for Joey Coppola. That's his 4th 3 of the night. He's got 12 points.
Just a big basket in the game alone. Maroons were down 7 and able to cut it to 4. Big shot, 5 feet past the 3-point arc. Joey Coppola.
Valley by 4, 62-58, 2:30 remaining. Ding in the lane, and he draws the foul. Will that be on Kleppe or Coppola? He's going to get Joey for his 3rd. So he joins the group that has 3. Southard, Broderick, Kleppe, Maddox Coppola, and Riddick Metten, all with 3 for Dowling. First free throw good by Dang. And a timeout called by Valley. This will be a full. We'll take it with them. With 2:29 to go here in the 4th quarter. Valley 63, Dowling Catholic 58 here in this boys contest. Earlier tonight, the Dowling girls winning their 12th game as they defeated Valley 62-30 in game 1 of our doubleheader. We'll return after this 1-minute break on Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. CPCustomHomes.com. Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
And we're back here at the Valley Fieldhouse. Mark Amadale alongside Jimmy Cataldo for game 2. Ding hits the free throw. Kiki tonight with 18 points. And it's 64-58, Valley by 6. 2:15 to go. Here's Kleppe with it. Out to Maddox Coppola, Joey Coppola, Joe Broderick, and Riddick Metten. Dowling back to their starting 5. Underneath, Maddox Coppola, his shot down the lane. He had a good look at it. He misses the layup. Rebound Valley the other way. Robinson with the shot, no good. And Kleppe will pick up the foul, and that'll be his 4th.
Talked about finishing at the rim, and area where the Maroons just struggle late in games, just getting the ball to the basket around the rim, and good strong move by Maddox, just wasn't able to finish.
So Zay Robinson at the free throw line here, Jimmy.
I have Valley going to the free throw line for shot 20 and 21.
First free throw no good. Well, they had
so far having 15 of 20 from the free throw line.
They had 9 attempts going through 3 quarters. How many? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 times here in the 4th quarter.
Well, every foul, over the last minute and the remainder of the game is going to put Valley at the line shooting 2.
Robinson's free throw good. He has 13 points tonight. Dowling breaks the press. Minute 50 remaining. 7-point lead for Valley. Corner 3 by the Maroons. No good by Broderick. Rebound cleared out of there by Jaden McGregory for Valley. And now Zay Robinson will walk the ball up the floor. You don't see that often by Valley. With a minute 40 remaining. Tigers by 7. Dowling's got to get into foul mode here, because when they do, it'll be 2 free throws for Valley.
I mean, it's pick your poison area. I mean, do you play them through the shot clock, or do you foul and put them on the line?
All right, underneath Robinson, his shot up and good. The basket will count, and a foul on Dowling. And Metten picks up his 4th. Strong move by Robinson. He's got 15 points and a chance for a 3-point play. 67-58, and a chance to give Valley a 10-point lead, and he does. Free throw good. 16 points for Zay Robinson, who had 2 points at halftime. The other way we go. Valley backs off their press, but a whistle and a foul on Kiki Ding. That'll be his 4th, as he fouled Coppola as he crossed the timeline.
Team foul 4.
With minute 18 to play. Reminder, tomorrow night we'll be on the air at 6 o'clock. Dowling at Southeast Polk. Girl boy doubleheader. Here's Coppola for 3. It's good. Timeout Dowling. Joey with 15 points. And we'll keep it here. I recognize some of our supporters of Iowa Catholic Radio. They include Bozen the Florist, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, and Klein Electric. I want you to look over your right shoulder.
I'm trying to figure out if there's any plumbers on there, because I need some.
I know that. Look over your right shoulder. There's your wife. There's your mom. There's both your daughters, one of your daughters. How about this right here? Bozen the Florist. Since 1923, their phone number, Bozen.com. You want to order flowers for those?
Flowers, Valentine's Day's coming up.
There's a guy throwing popcorn at me, and that's your dad for some reason. Why did they get, curbside seats?
Well, this is what happens when they put you down right next to the floor.
Yeah, well,
it exposes you.
MediaCom with your buddy Wade Lukenbill's up there.
I know it.
He wants to talk to you, by the way. He's doing color. That'll be aired this week.
He goes, geez, is that what you dressed, for TV? I said, I'm not the TV guy tonight. You are.
That's right.
Mr. Suit and Tie.
Yeah, he is. So Wade Lukenbill, BJ Shaven doing the boys game on MediaCom. Will be played this week. CISN is here, upper rafters, and we're down here. Valley student. Your buddy Brad Rose, who somehow let you in, the athletic director here at Valley. He's got like 4 media, Valley student stations down the other end. I'm just glad they put us here. You keep an eye on O'Hare. You just tell them to keep sitting down so we can see. All right. Oh, near steal by Coppola. He dives to the ball, and it'll be Valley basketball. Maddox may have injured his hip. Minute 10 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Valley by 7 over Dowling.
Pinch up, Joe, up a little.
Tigers are won 5 in a row in this series. Maroons all over the place, and now they force a turnover. Robinson turns it over. Reverse layup, good, and that is Nick Frerichs in there with the basket. Pressure by Dowling. Conte Cataldo in there. Tigers struggling to get across timeline to do. Here's Kaysen. Lob pass underneath, and they slam it home with Zay Robinson, who now has 18 points. Beautiful play by Valley. Diagonal passes all over. 70-63. Capola for 3. It's no good. Out of bounds to Valley, and that may do it with 40 seconds to play. What an effort, man. Maddox Capola, Dante Cataldo, Joey Capola, and Nick Frerichs. They're getting floor burns out there, and they caused a couple turnovers. Here's Deng with it. Diagonal pass over to McGregory. Jaden, double team. Now gets it out to Robinson, and he draws the foul before the shot. He'll get 2 free throws anyway, as the Maroons over the penalty. Foul will be on Nick Frerichs, his first. With 26 seconds remaining, Valley by 7. Tigers ready to win their 6th in a row over Dowling. Robinson free throw good. He's got 19 points. 71-63 Valley. Tigers back off everybody from the free throw line. It'll be just the 4 Dowling players there. Second free throw no good by Robinson. Rebound Maroons. Here's Broderick for 3, top of the key, or rather Capola for 3, no good, and offensive rebound put back by Broderick.
Some of the things that's been working for the Maroons, they've hit some 3-point shots early in the game, kind of cooled off here in the second half, but their inability to score possession for possession against Valley and Valley's defense and their press defense, trap defense has caused issues for the Maroons here in the second half.
Again, we want to thank Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology in Clive, offering a wide range of aesthetic and wellness services and providing customized care to have you looking your best. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Of course, Brightside is our Dowling Catholic High School Activity Spotlight sponsor. Congratulations to Zeb Fitzgerald, class of 2024, and the Dowling wrestling team. State qualifier last year at 132 pounds. Part of the 2024 winter formal court at Dowling. Parents Joe and Katie, and brother Keegan, who's a junior, and sister Eden, St. Anthony's Parish. You know them well.
Yeah, great family. And
congratulations to Zeb. And
it's going to make Zeb go out and get a new tie for winter formal court.
It's a tie, or I remember this.
I think it's a tie.
It's a tie or tux. Hey, I think you're right. It's a tie. All right, Valley will inbound the ball following the Dowling timeout. They inbound it to Urich, tallest player on the floor. The foul on Dowling real quick. It is on Joe Broderick, his 4th. 14 seconds remaining, 71-65. Valley by 6. Tigers won the first meeting, 72-69. So the points are about the same as back in November when the Maroons had the lead most of the game and Valley was playing catch up. Urich's free throw good. Trevin Urich. Now in for 9 points. I'll have one more. And it's good. 10 points for Urich. He's in double figures. Now a long 3 by Metten, no good. And Deng with the rebound, and that'll do it. 7 seconds remaining. 73-65 will be our final score. Congratulations to head coach B.J. Windhorst and the Valley Tigers, as Valley improves their record now to 11-3 on the year. They're ranked 4th in Class 4A. Dowling falls to 6-8. And up next for Dowling tomorrow night, we'll be on the air at 6 o'clock. Dowling at Southeast Polk for a girl-boy doubleheader. For Valley, they don't play tomorrow night. They have a bye, but Saturday they take on number 1 Cedar Rapids Kennedy at 1:30 at Waukee High School, as Waukee's having a little tournament, if you will. And then next week, Valley is at number 9 Ankeny on Tuesday night, and next Friday, Valley hosting Southeast Polk. So that's what's up next for the Valley boys. Valley girls will be heading to Iowa City on Saturday. But this one's in the books, and we're going to total these up, Jimmy. But the Maroons got the lead. They had the lead at halftime. They had lost the lead in the third quarter, got outscored 21-12 in that scoring drought, and Valley's defense cranked up in that third quarter and enabled the Tigers to get back in it.
I just, the margin of error is so small. I thought the Maroons came out and played such an inspired first half. They were hitting their shots, but they were 7 of 18 from 2, 6 of 12 from 3s in the first half, and then it's just so hard to stay at that pace and at that consistency for 4 quarters, and they just have not found that complete game. But they've shown that they can go toe-to-toe with any team, and I know Coach Einertson has stressed that and has made that point. It's just that they are not putting the full 4 quarters together, and you play a tough team like Valley, and they're going to make any little mistake hurt you, and that's what they did here in the second half. And Zay Robinson got loose in the second half, and their ability to get to the basket was pronounced in the second half, and really bode to be the issue with the Maroons in this loss.
And Ryan Kleppe held to 1 point tonight, and that's by design. I'm sure Coach Windhorst noticed that, but the Maroons had 4 players in double figures.
Well, I think it shows to Ryan that look, you got to be as strong to your right side as you go to your left side, and you listen to Coach Windhorst when Kleppe got the ball. He stressed to his defender, get on his left side, and we've seen how talented Ryan Kleppe has been to his left side. And when the defender is taking that away so much, what is your ability to go to your right? And I think a little bit of that was a struggle for Ryan tonight. But, just getting to the basket in general for the Maroons was hard, and especially in that second half. They just did not find those open lanes. And when you don't find those open lanes, you're not finding the kick out. And when you're not getting those two areas to score, you're gonna suffer.
Dowling was up at halftime, 31-26, but Valley outscores Dowling in the second half, 46-34. The Tigers win it, 73-65, outscoring Dowling 26-22 in the fourth quarter. We'll take a 2-minute break. Our thanks to Brady Groom, our studio producer tonight, back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Network studios. Final score in the boys contest: 4th-ranked Valley defeating Dowling 73-65 here at the Valley Fieldhouse. In Game 1 in the girls contest, Dowling girls improved their record to 12-4 with a 62-30 win over number 13 West Des Moines Valley. So it's a split tonight for the Dowling boys and Dowling girls. We'll take a 2-minute break and return post-game show, and head coach Justin Einertson will join us from Dowling Catholic High School. So stay tuned for the post-game show here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming comes from Klein Electric, a local family-oriented electrical contractor, a 100% employee-owned company with branches across the Midwest to provide comprehensive electrical services. Klein Electric is able to help with any residential and commercial project. Learn more at kleinelectric.com.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Faith Check with Greg Yule on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
On this Faith Check, let's talk a little about the history of the Bible. The early Christians relied on the Greek translation of the Old Testament called the Septuagint. This is the version most often quoted in the New Testament and what Jesus probably heard growing up. It also includes the books that the Protestants call the Apocrypha and typically don't include in their Bibles. It took a while for the Catholic Church to compile the New Testament. Some books, such as the 4 Gospels, were accepted by all. Others, such as those spurious Gospels you hear about from the Da Vinci Code, were rejected by all believers. However, there were other books that were completely orthodox but disputed. Some of these were not ultimately included in our canon, such as the Didache, and others were, like Hebrews and Revelation. The canon is the list of books that belong in the Bible. It was determined primarily to say which books could and could not be read at the liturgy, and was largely settled by a series of church councils approved by the Pope and bishops in the late 300s. Hence, when you trust in the inspiration of the Bible, you are trusting a Spirit-led decision of the Roman Catholic Church. This is Greg Ewell for Faith Check.
KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, KIHS Adel.
Welcome back to the post-game show here on Iowa Catholic Radio from the Bill Coldiron Fieldhouse on the campus of Valley High School. I had to get that in, a little disclaimer there. Mark Amadale, Jimmy Cataldo, joined by Sideline Johnny. Didn't want the mic.
Sideline Johnny, right. I almost want to give him a mic and see if he can get a post-game interview by a couple kids.
He's used to battling on the the gridiron. I don't know about the basketball court, but final score, Valley a winner tonight, 73-65 over Dowling. And the Maroons, as we mentioned, had a lead at halftime, 31-26. That evaporated early in that third quarter, Jimmy. And I know we're totaling up the numbers, the scoring. You had to use your calculator?
I used my calculator a little bit. I mean, there was Dowling. I had them shooting 61 times. And I think they just shot themselves out of it in the second half, ran out of gas a little bit.
Lukenbill's waiting for you. Why don't you go talk to him? I'll put Johnny on.
Wade knows I carry great stats. He's a true fan. Suit and tie. No, we're on. I may give you a mic.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Can you do media on both tonight?
From an all Big Ten player,
is this a joke?
all state. No, you're on.
No, we're on. You're on.
You got to introduce who we have. I mean,
we have one of my favorite Hawkeyes, Fort Dodge, Iowa. Parents moved down here. Wade Lukenbill joined us.
Yes. Thanks for having me. I thought
stats are all wrong, by the way. Look at this.
No, Jimmy does a great job. I thought Dowling played really well. When Valley went on those runs, they used timeouts well, kept the game in control. It just turned into the Zay Robinson show, and good luck trying to stop that.
How about this? Curtis Stinson out, Zay Robinson in, and you don't lose anything. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, BJ got his team under control that first half with those timeouts because he was really asking them to play defense.
Well, and we had Valley for 12 turnovers that first half. But the second half, they come around and have 47 points. I thought Dowling played well, though. The Coppola brothers, I thought, Ryan Kleppe didn't have his best game tonight, and that's something you could say, hey, if he gets his average, maybe it's a different result. But Dowling's got pieces.
Yeah, they do. Wade Lukenbill joined us here on the postgame show. I think Coach Anderson's supposed to be here. He may be. But I'll come in and look at the turnovers. Jimmy and I talked about this, Wade. Valley averaging 9 turnovers a contest. You know how many high school teams that did that, even back in your day at Fort Dodge High?
They're just really good with the basketball. I think, they're just
they have
a lot of talent. And, Zay Robinson and Curtis Stinson have played one game together all year. And if they can ever get healthy, that's what they did last year. They weren't, they finished 3rd or 4th in the league last year, but they got hot at the right time and ended up winning it all. And if they can do that again, get people healthy, they got a lot of pieces.
You can tell, or at least early in the game, is how much you miss Curtis Stinson, how much it means to this team, because he settles things down, he gets people moving, and his ability to create a shot opens up shots for other kids, and I think that's what they were missing at least early. Urak wasn't getting the ball on the baseline. Zay Robinson wasn't finding his shots, and you just see how big of a piece Curtis Stinson Jr. is.
Yeah, and I think it forced Valley to move Zay to the point, because Curtis isn't there. I think Zay is more dangerous at the 2 where he can just kind of put his head down and go to the rim. And you see Curtis standing over there. He's 6'5". He's a big kid. So not only is he your point guard, but he rebounds, he guards, and he's just a kid that you can't replace. But again, hopefully he can get healthy and make a run.
But you look at the Maroons in that first half. They went toe-to-toe with Valley, hit some big 3-point shots, and stayed in this game. But I think Valley's full court press really caused Dowling's issue, put the pressure into the corners, caused some turnovers, and it really took Dowling out of their offensive game.
Valley went into that 1-2-2 in that third quarter, fourth quarter, and it gave Dowling some problems. And the bigger problem is turnovers lead to Kiki Ding dunk, Zay Robinson dunk, and gets the crowd into it, gets more excitement, and you just got to slow it down. But again, I thought Dowling played really well here on the road, and they fought hard.
Wade, who's the best team you've seen this year covering the games for MediaCom? I know this game will be rebroadcast this week. Who are some of the teams
we've seen a lot of them? So we have not seen Kennedy, who's ranked 1. We haven't seen Iowa City West, who's ranked 2. But, I mean, it's like throwing a dart at a dartboard. Waukee, Valley, I think, Centennial. Ankeny's got some pieces.
That's right.
But I think even Dowling's in that conversation. The standings are just, so close, and then Northwest beat Valley a few weeks ago.
And how about this matchup? Saturday, Valley does not play tomorrow. Valley taking on number 1 Kennedy at Waukee High School, 1:30.
Yep. Yeah.
Will that be on MediaCom?
It will not. It will not. But tomorrow night we do have, if you want to tune in, we have the Johnston girls going to Ankeny Centennial. Girls game only, Jimmy. Yeah.
Johnston,
marquee.
Those girls are
unbelievable.
I believe they are rated somewhere in the nation because they're such a talented female group, and
they beat the number 1 ranked team in Minnesota, blew out the number 1 ranked team in Nebraska. They are really talented.
They're that talented. Wade, I appreciate you sitting
anytime. Good seeing you guys. You guys do a lot of good stuff for high school basketball and Dowling Catholic and just young people in general. Thanks for the time.
Thanks, Wade. Appreciate it. Wade Lucabill joined us here on our extended post-game show. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back with the head coach of Dowling Catholic High School. We'll go through all the statistics and numbers. Final score in the boys game tonight, it was Valley 73, Dowling 65, and the girls game won by Dowling 62-30. We'll catch up with Coach Einerson after this 1-minute break on the postgame show, Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610, ashworthvision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory. Caldwell Parish offers services that are unique to the individual while following the Catholic funeral rites. Caldwell Parish Funeral Home and Crematory, Des Moines' only Catholic-owned and operated funeral home.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Brightside Aesthetics by Ducharme Dermatology provides advanced and medical aesthetics, body contouring, wellness, and spa services. Learn more at brightsideiowa.com. Thank you, Brightside Aesthetics, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Hey, we're back here on the postgame show from the Valley Fieldhouse. Oh, by the way, the answer to the trivia question between Fieldhouse, gym, and arena, there is none. It's a synonym. I just wanted to bring that out. Our producer looked it up.
They're all worrying about it this entire game, so I'm happy to figure that out.
Well, Jimmy was waiting on it. He had it written down in his notes.
Nothing.
Final score tonight, it was Valley with the win over Dowling, 73-65. Maroons fall to 6-8 overall. Valley improves its record to 10-4 in boys play, and we're joined by Justin Anderson, Dowling boys basketball coach. Coach, that first half, had a halftime lead, and things are going pretty well. But of course, you knew Valley was going to come back, and they made their run. You withstood it, got it tight. But you got to be pleased with your effort. We had Wade Lucabill, who did call the game for MediaCom, paid your team a lot of compliments. I tell you, effort. But again, it goes back to what you've been talking about, and that is closing out games and being in a position to do that. And unfortunately, you're playing a very good Valley team tonight.
Going to have a garage sale this spring, and I'm going to be selling moral victories because I am full of them.
That doesn't get you very far, especially in this league, as you know, and it doesn't get any easier. Go over to Southeast Polk, a place that Dowling has not had a whole lot of success at tomorrow night, but nonetheless, kids played well. You had a lot of kids in the scoring column tonight. And
Maddox was really special in it, I thought.
He has stepped up since Christmas break. I'm really impressed with him.
Yeah, that's the stuff that we see in practice that he's starting to put into games. And, it's not always scoring, but sometimes defense, rebounding. He's another very confident ball handler. He's big and strong, so he can guard multiple positions. It's been fun to watch him grow. And, he's not the only one. I thought Lucas did a nice job in his limited minutes. And then Nick and Dante came in and made it a war in their limited time as well. So I'm much happier with the bench play tonight than I was last night. I actually think it was a couple of our seniors that let us down. So the good thing is you can still learn from these. It's not a death blow yet, but man, it's getting rough when you lose so many games by 4, 3, 2, 6, 8. It's getting long.
Well, it certainly is. I know it's tough, but, you just keep the guys bounce back. And, you know what? You get a good night's sleep, and you play your next game tomorrow night. Jimmy?
I thought the kids did a tremendous job battling in the first half. I thought Valley's press caused some issues in the second half and really took you guys out of the motion a little bit. And it just seems like the team just always falls back on those things that have been Achilles' heels for them is that three-point shot that when they're not hitting them, it just seems to be a detriment to your runs, and you hit them in the first half, so it's tough to say, hey, we got to limit our three-point shots. It just seems that putting four quarters together has been a struggle for these guys, and I mean they're battling their tails off, but a lot of credit to Valley. I thought they really amped up their defense on you, and it caused those issues in the shot game.
Yeah, the press breaker stuff is day one. I mean, I think we put that in like June 5th, so 5 days in for me. So it's really disappointing to see us not run it correctly one time. That's hard, as a coach, to try to explain that we got 4 seniors on the floor and we're throwing turnovers on our press breaker that we put in right away. So that's disappointing. Yeah, you're right about three-pointers. That was actually part of our game plan, was to just pound the paint, and then we got hot early, and so it is a little bit hard to tailor it back. The problem that you have with them is that they got some leakers, and I'm not sure that's part of their game plan. I think it's natural. So they just chuck it ahead, and that causes some issues as well. But I tell you what, when they score, it reminds me of the old North teams with Chad Ryan. Like, you got a 8-point lead or 6-point lead, and 2 seconds later you look up, or 20 seconds later and you're down 4. Like, what the heck? So yeah. That's tough to combat. But again, I mean, the effort's always great. Every coach in the state tells me how hard our guys play and how much they wish their guys played like this. But beat these teams, we got to be perfect, and we were absolutely not.
Well, when you see rankings come out, and that's just the start of it, 4 teams in the CIML ranked out of a 9-team conference, 2 more that probably could be, and you got teams like Waukee Northwest, who graduated everybody, knocking off a Valley, and it's just been tough. And you've got a couple big wins this year. I know you'd like to get another one, because now you're going to battle the unranked team, starting with Southeast Polk tomorrow, and then Monday taking on Hoover, and then you have a break, and then play Saturday Ames and Urbandale all coming up before you face Centennial for the second time, and they'll be looking for revenge factor there. So you've been playing some pretty good teams, and I think we kind of forget that.
Yeah, we'll see how mature we are tomorrow. When you battle, there's a lot of emotion. I actually thought our guys kept their wits pretty well tonight, so that was nice to see. But can we fight that human nature that tells us, oh, we already beat this team? Because as you can see, it really doesn't matter. Every quarter, every possession's brand new. So got to bring that juice tomorrow, and we'll be opening up that bench a little bit, getting some guys some playing time. So I'm excited about that, because we have some guys that deserve way more than they're getting, and we're at that portion of the schedule. You don't know where it's going to come exactly, but we're at that portion of the schedule where we should be able to get some more guys out there.
No question. Visit with Justin Einertson here on the postgame show, Dowling boys basketball coach, following Valley's win here at the Valley Fieldhouse, 73-65 tonight. Maroons are on the road tomorrow, has been on the road all week at Southeast Polk. Did you play them a lot in crossover when you were at Lincoln?
We did, yeah. We played Southeast Polk and Urbandale almost every year. Okay,
because Coach Jenkins, Allen does a great job at Southeast Polk, came over from Atlantic, and brought his assistant with him, and they're now a football school. He's trying to get some of those guys out. But I remember when Proctor started as a sophomore. I think you probably remember that.
Yeah, actually, one of my claims to fame is we beat him in a game once where he played the center spot. That was the biggest dude I've ever seen out here.
Right.
And he was pretty, he got up and down. I mean, he was a pretty good force, and then he decided to focus on football and all that weight training. But
that worked out.
Yeah, it sure did. It sure did. Now he's coming back. You welcome him back.
That'd be cool to see.
All right. Coach, any final thoughts before we let you go? I know your kids' battle is kind of the same old thing. We just hit, rewind, but there's some positives there. I look at the scoring. I know a lot of this is by design. Coach Windhorst, kept Kleppe in check, but you had a pair of Joey Coppola, Joe Broderick, 15 points each.
Well, those are two kids. Joey Broderick and Joey Coppola both have struggled the past couple of games offensively. And
that's true. That's right.
They're going to come out of this, feeling a little bit better about themselves and how their offensive game is playing, and Coppola hit some big shots and some quick release shots. I thought was really impressive.
Yeah, it's actually nice to see us get some of those guys that struggled back in the column. I mean, this is how good we can be, right? We can play with these teams when Kleppe's struggling. Yeah. Everybody else kind of picks them up. That's what our system's about.
I think it's one thing that we pointed out was, Ryan is so dominant to his left. Yeah. And he has shown that time and time again on how he can elevate to his left side and finish at the rim on his left side. And I think a lot of teams have scouted that. You hear Coach Windhorst over here, it's barking out to his defender against Kleppe is, take away his left. And it's going to stress to Ryan is you got to be just as good to your right as you are left. And I think that's something that he can certainly come away with this, because you don't have a 23-point game by accident. I mean, he has the talent, and tonight they did a nice job limiting him.
They did.
Yeah, scouting reports don't lie, and you watch a lot of film, and that's the thing you got to adjust. Coach, I know I have a question for you. The free throw discrepancy, getting to the free throw line. We talked about this all week. Started with Ankeny. 8 times tonight you got the line. Valley gets there 26, and I know you don't have that type of team that Valley does, but that's something you got to find ways to get into the line. That's nothing to the officials or anything. You got to find ways to get to the free throw line. Those and one opportunities.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we're struggling so much. I mean, part of it is our system because you dribble down there and you kind of dribble back out. But, just because we don't want to – maybe it's their size. I'm trying to figure that out as well. I've never gone through this type of discrepancy before, multiple games where it's 20-something to less than 10. Obviously, you don't want to shoot as many threes, but, we don't just want to take shots against a 6'9" kid. I think they had 9 blocks today. So
is that what it was?
That's tricky. It's tricky. So you're trying to get to the free throw line, but they're blocking every shot from the backside too, which you can't really plan for. So we're making the right reads, just not getting to the line as much as we'd like to.
Well, it was a great game for the fans, but it'd be better to get the W on the Dowling side, and that'll happen.
I'm happy we play tomorrow. This is a good one to just kind of get behind us, and
right.
I think our guys are ready to strap it back up and get back out there.
Okay, and with that, we'll see you out at Southeast Polk High School tomorrow. Appreciate you visiting with us.
Thank you.
Justin Einertson, Dowling boys basketball coach, just visiting with us here on the post-game show. Jimmy, let's go through the final statistics, unofficial, tonight, and we'll wrap things up from Valley, as I think they're trying to get everything locked up. Go ahead.
Bruins for the game, 25 of 61 from the field, 11 of 30 of that was from 3. 25 total rebounds, 15 turnovers for Valley. They shot 21 of 48 from the field, struggled from the three-point arc, and the Maroons just couldn't keep them from shooting that. But they only went 3 of 15 from the three-point arc, 29 total rebounds for Valley, and 11 turnovers.
All right, scoring tonight, we mentioned for Dowling, the leading scorer was Maddox Capola with 16 points, and he was followed by Joey Capola and Joe Broderick with 15 points each. 12 points for Riddick Metten. And then rounding out scoring for the Maroons, 3 points for Cole Southard, 2 points for Nick Frericks, 2 points for Lucas Paoli, and 1 point for Ryan Kleppe. Dowling 5 of 8 at the free throw line. For Valley, they had 4 players in double figures, led by Zay Robinson's 19 points, 18 points for Kiki Dang, 14 points for Kyle Kaysen, 10 points for Trevin Urich. Rounding out scoring for Valley, 8 points for Jaden McGregory, and 2 points for Isaiah Pinks. Valley, 20 of 26 at the free throw line. And
that's 14-point discrepancy when you look at makes. Dowling makes 6 free throws, and to Valley's 20. That's big.
And Dowling led 31-26 at halftime. Valley outscored the Maroons 46-34 in the second half to win it 73-65. You're going to make your way out to Southeast Polk. Can you get in out there?
Yes. I mean, the question is do I need to bring an antenna?
No, we got it all fixed.
You're so concerned about.
I was out there today. This is all ready to go tomorrow. All ready to go. Unlike the football game where you had to use my suitcase to draw up plays in the press box.
That's
whatever you guys are doing.
Right.
Offensive consultant you are.
Well, I'll bring some aluminum foil just in case. And
thanks a lot. Yeah, and my sideline guy here is not helping matters. He's just egging you on. Jimmy, thanks for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow night at Southeast Polk.
You bet. Thanks.
That'll wrap up our broadcast from the Valley Gym. I think these guys want to get out of here, and I think we do too. So our thanks to everybody here at West Des Moines Valley, Matt Utoff and Brad, B.J. Windhorst, the 2 coaches, along with Athletic Director Brad Rose, Mike Egbert, one of the assistants, along with Lorena Cuevas, and all the folks behind the scenes here at West Des Moines Valley. And our thanks to Kristen Meyer, Justin Einertson, and all the folks at Dowling Catholic. Our next broadcast will be tomorrow night. Dowling at Southeast Polk, pregame at 6 o'clock from Southeast Polk High School. Hope you can join us. For my broadcast partners tonight, Scott Babinet and Jimmy Cataldo, this is Mark Amadale. Our thanks to Brady Grimm, our studio producer. Final scores for the final time in the girls contest. Dowling girls improved their record to 12-4 with a 62-30 win over Valley. Tigers fall to 8-8, and they're ranked 13th on the year. And in the boys contest, it was 4th-ranked Valley defeating Dowling 73-65. The Valley boys improved their record to 11-3. Dowling falls to 6-8. For everybody involved, this is Mark Amadale saying goodnight and so long from the Valley Fieldhouse. And from all of us here at Iowa Catholic Radio, don't forget, join us tomorrow night, 6 o'clock pregame, Dowling at Southeast Polk. Until then, have a safe and blessed, faith-filled evening.
coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Klein Electric, Blessman International, Fast Signs, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bozen the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.